Laugh me a laugh, grin me a grin, and then you'll know that we can win. With Cannon and Jonesy, everything's rosy. We'll blow the clouds away. We're gonna put on a show, everybody will know, and we can help push life along, 'cause we're original rascals and loving the Arsenal. With Cannon and Jonesy, let's play.
Oh, that's a cheeky little picture at the end, sir.
Cheeky picture in there. Had to include that, didn't I?
Where did that picture come from?
Oh, it comes to the old match day meet-up, didn't it, on Saturday?
Oh,
indeed.
Oh, we'll have a little more bit of a discussion about that soon. Just pouring my first, well, I'd say my first tipple. It's not my first tipple. I've had a few this afternoon. Not as many as some people, it seems, today, though. Not as many as some people. We'll leave that for a rainy day, though. We'll leave that for a rainy day. Anyway, here we are, the two original rascals, the Cannon, the Jonesy, a Monday night special bank holiday one today, guys, as the Cannon is sadly away for the rest of the week. But we didn't want you to miss out, so we've prepared a show for you tonight, and it's going to be an absolute cracker. It has been a bit of a rush, isn't it, today, Jonesy, to get it all prepared. Not having the 3 additional days, but I feel that we're ready to go, and I feel that tonight is going to be a very good night.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We've got a show together for you, as we always do. But yeah, we've got it ready to go. Monday, different day, but same people, same segments, same banter, mate.
Always, sir, always. That's one bit of news I don't like to see coming into the group. Please don't give me any football results when Liverpool are winning, because we're trying to keep the old stream nice. But we've got some absolute great stuff coming on tonight. We've got the one and only Mr. Andy Mockler coming on this evening. He will be on the hook. On the hook, and he's got some questions getting thrown at him. We got some incredible segments. A lot of your old ones, a lot of your new ones. I'm going to have a bit of a suggestion on the Desmonds later, but we'll see where we go with that, because I do feel it's a little bit early to be doing a Desmond. So we'll see how the show's going, but it might be one that we might extend to the back end of the week in terms of the predictions. Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, guys, what I will say is just crack on with the show.
Right, let's do it, mate. Do you want to do a roll call, or should we do that?
No. Whack the first thing in first, sir.
Straight in. Okie dokie. Here we go. New segment.
Now, there's a reason why I've not done the roll call at the moment, because I believe, and I'm just saying, we had a little clip from G last week, and we thought it was quite a success, didn't we, sir?
Yeah, we did indeed.
And we was quite impressed with the smuggery that oozed out of her, to be fair. And I gave her a solid 8 out of 10 for that, and that's a good score. That's a good score, to be fair, from a smuggery level. Nice. So, with that in case, and in due, G's now got her own segment.
Yes, indeed. Triggers of the week.
So yeah, let's just do a bit of dialogue into this. On Thursday, obviously G discussed around a certain Eze,
Mr. Eze.
Signing for the Arsenal. She wanted to follow up with that clip with another clip today. Let's have a little listen.
Let's go for it.
Good evening, legends. Do you remember that little birdie I was talking to you about last week? Well, about 5:20 this Saturday, just gone, he made his entrance at the Tottenham... No, wait. Sorry, it was at the Emirates, wasn't it? In front of all those beautiful fans, singing his name. Let it all work out. But I'm here this evening to quickly pop on and talk to you about that sensational 15-year-old. You heard it right, 15 years old. We just make superstars, don't we? Congratulations to Max Doman on his fantastic performance and penalty win for the Arsenal on Saturday also. What an evening it was, but we look forward now to, I guess you can call it the place where football was born, because, you know, creativity and all that has only ever happened from Liverpool. So we'll see you on Sunday at Anfield, hey? Good night.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm starting to wonder, right, and I'm starting to debate whether the El Smugger will be the El Smugger much longer.
Mate, she's giving us a run for our money. She literally she's learned from the best, though, hasn't she? So
absolute arrogant, smug behaviour there. But she's right in what she says. Obviously, firstly, it was good to see Eze roll out at the top. No, sorry, the Emirates Stadium on Saturday at 5:20. We'll have a little bit of a talk around that later. And it was also unbelievable to see the 15-year-old, which weirdly has triggered some people in on the X World. And you'd like to think that a few of them need their hardware drives checked, sir.
Mate, there's some bitter people out there who are getting
Some
triggered.
weird people, sir.
15-year-old. You're getting triggered by a 15-year-old.
It gets worse and worse, don't it, sir?
It does
It's worse and worse. And I don't even think that there's any shame in it, picking on a 15-year-old. Anyway, onwards and upwards. We're going to obviously say good evening to everyone. So let's do our good evenings. Anyone new in the chat will enter our spinning wheel with our giveaway. That'll be come up shortly. All the characters are already in there, guys. You'd be like to know. But let's go into our first. Mr. Daines is in the house. Good evening, Mr. Jeff. How you doing, mate? Oh, Mr. Stelling himself.
He's on there. He's like, here he is.
Oh, Mr. Barwick's in the house as always. Good evening, Luke.
Here he is. Here they come.
Oh, yeah, they come. They're all in here. Mr. Winston's in the house, old 90.
New character. He's loved that one.
Feeling this is going to be another long one again, boys. Oh,
Yeah.
Emma Hayes always in the house, always here. We knew she'd be here. Nick Cotton's in the house. Good evening, Nick.
Nasty bastard.
Oh, look at him. Nasty bastard. Nasty bastard. Who else we got in here? We have got old Georgie Sullivan himself. Stevie Wonder's in the house.
There he
If
is.
you know, you know. Here we go. Let's scroll down now. Who else we got? Oh, we got Jeanette in the house. Good evening, Jeanette. How are you? You'll be on the spinning wheel very shortly.
And have a character very soon as well.
Mr. Mayert's in the house. Good evening, Andy.
There's Andy. Go on, Murray.
Oh, Finch is in the house. Good to see him Saturday, weren't it, at the old pub?
It was indeed. Good to see you, Chairman. We had some good times in that pub on Saturday.
Yeah, we did, mate. We did. Oh, here she is. Here she is. Old G's in the house. How you doing? Good evening to you.
Cooking up a storm on Twitter as usual.
Always cooking up a storm. I'll be there for you. He's in the house, old Ross.
Welcome in.
Who else we got? Mr. Griffin's in the house. Good evening, Mr. Griffin.
Big G. Nice to meet you as well on Saturday as well, mate.
Good evening to BX Gunner. How you doing, mate? Good to see you on.
Oh, no, there he is.
As we keep on scrolling. Oh, Masood's in the house. Always in the house. Always here. Always around. Never the clown.
He's always here.
Oh, Mr. Barlow's in the house. Ken. How you doing, Ken?
Oh, hey, they're going to do a disappearing act like last week, Scotty.
Oh, he disappeared shortly last week, didn't he?
He was out the door.
Trigger's in the house. The arrogance herself.
Of course she is. There she is.
Oh, Gab's in the house. Yo, Gab, how you doing, mate? Oh, Posh Bertie's in the house. How you doing, mate? Good to see you on again.
There he is.
Choo. You know, you know. Lorraine Kelly's in the house. Oi, fucking oi. Hope you're well, gents.
Better than Rangers. But yeah, I'm good.
Who else we got? Oh, Prudy's in the house. Good evening, Prudy. Hope you're well.
She'll have a character next week.
Yeah, you'll have a character next week as well. You better be aware because it will be coming to you. Who else we got in here? Oh, good evening, James Patterson. Another one we need to add in.
Yep, get you a character.
So we'll give you a character, mate. Who else we got? Laura's in the house. Good evening, Laura. Oh, Miss Bill herself.
There she is.
God, I tell you what, it goes on and on, guys, don't it? Oh, here he is, North London Forever. The greatest song. Oh, Mr. Chesney's in the house. It's even better when it's sung by myself.
Yes, indeed. We sing it so well, sir. We sing it so well.
Always one to be smug about.
Yes, indeed.
Anyone else in the house? Anyone? Oh, here he is. Ivan Tony himself. Good evening, mate. The Appreciation Club. Absolutely brilliant to see you all in, guys. A really good list of people in at the moment. Here we go. Anyone else?
Anyone else there?
Anyone else? Anthony Herbert's in the house. Good evening, Anthony. We'll put you on.
We'll get you one as well, yep.
So actually, guys, give me 1 sec, sir. Let me just crack them in. So we've got Anthony in the house.
Yep, put them in there. Jesus, all these characters. We're going to be updating some of these characters as well. So keep an eye out for next week's show. These characters could have a little twist on them, couldn't they?
Got James Patterson.
Got Anthony.
And we got Jeanette.
Yeah.
All right. So at the moment, that's our list. When we get to the segment, we will do the draw. If anyone new comes in beforehand, we will put them in for the live draw. But yeah, let's crack on with the next segment.
Yeah. So next segment, basically, mate. It's obviously the meet up on Saturday, didn't we? We had a good old match day meet up. A lot of us, chance for us to meet some of you guys in the chat who we haven't met before. Really good down the whole. And instead of putting each picture up, I thought, you know what, mate, I'll make a little video. So I'm going to play it now, mate.
Brilliant, absolute brilliant there. I tell you what, guys, it was an absolute lovely afternoon. So just to give you a bit of an update, we all ended up, a lot of TV's gone out in there. That's a bit of a rarity, isn't it? No, exactly. We all met up about 11:30, went to Beans and Creams.
Beans and Creams, it is indeed.
Is that Seven Sisters Road?
Yeah, on the Seven Sisters Road, mate.
Yeah. So we went up there first of all. We ended up in the Coronet around 1 o'clock, which actually was a really good afternoon to be on the show. A lot of legends turned up. A lot of the hardcore were there as usual.
Yeah.
And obviously a lot of new people as well, which was nice. And everyone seemed to kind of mix in well as well, which was really nice.
Yeah.
And as you see in the group picture, I reckon at one point there was at least good 30 to 40 people there, which is obviously a great effort to everyone who's been involved in terms of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to produce for this season. And look, me and Jonezy would be quite open. Probably back in 2021, coming out of lockdown, we started to build this kind of special unit. And I don't know if a lot of you know, but our first time me, Jonezy and G actually met was on a back of a 5-0 thumping at Man City.
It was, yeah.
It was, and we went onto this stream, and we would have thought going onto this stream, 4.5 years on, that we'd be doing what we're doing now. And I think it's a great testament to everyone involved. And I just want to make this quite clear because I've got a little bit of a rant later, but I do want to make one thing quite clear. This is a group objective. This is something that actually I feel that every single person has a right to be part of and a right to push. I feel that diversity and equality is very key in terms of what we're trying to achieve. And all we want is people to enjoy their match days and be able to go to their match days and enjoy them whatever way that they feel fit. We have a lot of people that fly over from all different areas, like could be Scotland, could be Ireland, could be travelling down from north. And so a lot of them travel on their own. And they say to me, do you know what? We've never been invited to kind of do something like this before. And this is the piece, isn't it, Jonesy, that I don't think people understand at times is firstly, like the commitment that we put into obviously do this, but it's to ensure that we see the best out of other people. And we've seen so many great people grow over the years. And I think me and you could provide the evidence in terms of the people that we have that come to the pub now, that come through our shows. But we've started to go through a different avenue, and I think it's working.
Yeah, no, mate, I wholeheartedly agree with it. It's this, me and you ain't profiting off of anything of this, right? It's first and foremost, we do this out of our own time. And what we want to do is bring a community feeling to everyone. A lot of people struggle with mental health. And that was how I first got involved with Liam. I was struggling with mental health and I thought I'd go on this stream. But a lot of people, like you say, Matt, who've reached out, who go to match days on their own, who don't have anyone to hang around with, they go to the game and go home. We've created a space where anybody's welcome. There's no things where rules where you can't come in if you're this, you can't come in if you're that. Every single one person who's breathing air is allowed to come into this group or join us for a match day. There's literally no rules to say you can't. Look, me and you, we're fucking smug. Whatever. We do a show, we have a laugh, have a banter, and we do it for you guys. We don't do it for ourselves, Like I say, we do it for you. And as long as you guys want us to keep doing it, and we keep putting smiles on faces, we keep making memories at pubs, keep winning Arsenal football matches, games as well. It all adds to the collective feeling, and it all adds to people's mental health at the end of the day. If we can make people go home after a match day with a massive smile on their face, then that's the payment I love, mate, and that's all I want.
Yeah, no, exactly. And look, you guys are the ones who made that happen. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you guys, like I spoke to a couple of people this weekend, and look, it's not a comfortable thing for some people to walk into a group of 30, 40 people,
It's not.
and it's about like easing people in. Do you know what I mean? Getting friends of friends and all that kind of stuff. But I feel what we do profits in terms of what we want people to achieve on a match day, and we've blossomed with so many relationships over it that actually it does feed into these streams. It does feed into other people, and do you know what? It's even to the point now where we get a lot of people that do kind of message us and go, "Oh, I see you in the pub. You look like a fun lot of people," and all that kind of stuff. So I believe we're breeding the right thing, and I believe we'll continue to do that moving forwards. And look, if you ever feel that you guys want to come and share a drink with us, even if you just want to come to breakfast with us, just give me and Jonezy a message. As we said, equality, diversity is key, and we believe that a more exciting match day experience will only profit into the stadium as well.
100%. 100%. We all went into that ground buzzing, and you know, some of that is because we all met up and had a good laugh beforehand. You know, I wholeheartedly believe that.
Yeah, and a little bit because we knew Eze was going to be
Absolutely,
as well.
but more us in the meetup, I think. I'm joking.
Yeah, no, exactly. So yeah, look, obviously, thank you very much, guys.
Thanks for
all your kind of support on that. But yeah, we'll keep up the hard work, keep up the pushing, and yeah, keep up the engagement.
Definitely. Right.
Anyway,
on to the first one.
Before we go into the 4K show, I just want to just have a little read down, obviously, of some of the messages, just to make sure we haven't missed anyone.
Yeah, mate.
I don't think we have so far.
Sparks in the ass, I think, now.
Yeah, he's already in there for a character anyway. Oh, here we go. Be your first bite of the night, guys. Leave off, Leon. You ain't got 30 friend all eyes. There we go, mate. Knew we'd get one nibble out of that.
There he is.
Mr. Mayor, loving that one, enjoying that one. You're off the list. You're on the list as well. I'm not going to put Scotty on there just yet. Oh, Jesus. Red card, Gordon.
Yeah, I just see that. Just flashed up.
That's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is very ironic.
Wearing.
Yeah. Anyway, we won't go on anymore. Just Luke saying, obviously, I did feel a bit daunted, but Jonesy helped me, introduced me to Liam and the guys. So, yeah, well done, mate. Obviously, great work there, Jonesy. Rosie saying, what an amazing community. Top gents. Sparks are giving it 100%. Masood saying he'll be making a few appearances later this season. Always good to see.
Catherine some butter chicken, mate.
Oh yeah, we'd have a bit of that. Catherine saying makes me feel like I'm a part of the match day squad being so far away. I'm hoping that one day I can fly across and eat and drink and attend a match. That'd be absolutely superb. Catherine would love that. George said the only thing that didn't make the end of the day was my cane. That's not true. Nor did my sunglasses. They went missing as well. Laura was saying that we're all smashing it, which I think we are. But yeah, look, some absolutely great work there, guys, and yeah, we'll keep it up. But yeah, on Saturday, obviously, quite ironic this one, guys. I'm going to be honest, it's quite ironic because old Nick was the one who actually come to me about the Martin Odegaard. Well, he was back to Jamie Carragher, but I changed it to Martin Odegaard because obviously it was his camera work.
Yeah,
about the 4K segment. On Saturday, we got to see a really good mate of old Nick's, didn't we, sir?
We did indeed, yeah. The old Laura Kirk was in the Coronet hosting the match day fan experience, whatever they're calling it nowadays.
Yep. Yeah. With Adrian Clark.
Indeed. And what did we think? What's the best way to get in Nick's skin? What was it?
What would he take Nick no more? Do you know what I mean?
So we decided to approach it, and we got this beautiful picture, mate.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, sir. You got two legends there, and Laura.
Yeah, absolutely. She asked us for the picture, no, I'm joking.
Well, yeah, she did. Let's not beat around the bush here. She headhunted us out and goes, look, can I have this picture of you two? Because I know you know Nick, and I know you'll get in his skin. So it was like, look, we're not them kind of people, but do you know what? We'll do it.
Yeah.
No fictions there. No facts there, guys. All fiction.
No, she was
Me
actually
and Jonesy went up with our grovelling bowls
yeah.
and goes, look, you know our mate Nick. Is there any chance we can get a picture to get in his skin? Which
Yeah.
she was happy to do, but yep, she knew the gunner Nick, which obviously we let him know, and he was so proud of. But an absolute fantastic picture, and obviously, sir, like the content she does, absolute out of this world, isn't it? And superb. And yeah, I do enjoy her tweets breaking out now because they are one to be joyed of and watched.
Yeah, and I've literally got some breaking news with regards to Laura. I've actually spoken to her today.
Have you?
And yeah, and she will be joining us for On the Hook in the next couple of weeks.
Oh,
So she will be on the show doing a segment. She said, just message her and she'll let us know when she's free. But she's happy to come on.
And what I say, Nick, no, you can't arrange the questions either. You cannot arrange the questions.
No.
Not even I knew that breaking news.
No,
so that is big breaking news, guys.
Sitting here,
come off the old Jonesy radar, the Jonesy Airways. Yeah, we'll have her on a hook in a few weeks. Something to really look forward to. Great work there, guys. And thank you to Laura.
Definitely. Thanks a lot, Laura. We definitely look forward to having you on.
But yeah, it was really nice to be able to get a picture of her. But it's also nice to get a picture of Adrian Clark as well.
Yeah.
I always remember him back in the 90s. I went to actually a couple of the games that he played back in the old 90s. So it was nice to get a picture of him. And yeah, got a nice little comment back today from him on Twitter saying, nice snap, nice to meet me. So yeah, really good to obviously meet someone who does a lot for the Arsenal community, especially with the commentary. So yeah, obviously thank you very much, Adrian, and keep up the good work.
Yeah, no, definitely was great to see what happens next in there as well, who they're getting next as well. So it'd be interesting.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Right. So anyway, moving on.
Next one.
So the Scotty question of the day. It was quite an interesting one. There's two here, but I'm going to go for the first one because it was probably the harder one for him to ask. So he said, look, this is a very hard one for me. Sorry, Scotty. But to all you Arsenal fans, where is the best position would you play Eze? Now, this is an interesting one because I was on the phone to my mate Will today, who's a big Palace fan. Bill Shacks, as he's known on Twitter. And he seems to believe that he should play in a number 10 role. I'm not totally convinced he's going to play there, personally. And I've got this feeling that he's going to play like kind of an inside number 10 off the left. What's your kind of views on it, Jonesy?
I think if Odegaard is injured, then we will see him at the 10 for the time being. But I do feel if Odegaard is fit, he will be on that left-hand side. And you know what? I'd love to see him do the Henry role. You know, Henry was on the left, then he drifted in and was more central and stuff like that. I think it'd be perfect. People that say, oh, he's not a left winger, he's not this, he's not that. But you can be anything. With that front three up front, they're always interverting, they're always changing. People say he ain't got space in the squad. I don't know why we need him. We need him. We 100% need him. And he can play anywhere in that middle and on that left as well. So, and we're not signing him for what we've paid for him to leave him on that bench, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, definitely. What I'm going to do first, sir, before I go into that, I'm going to go into the chat because we've got some comments from obviously our picture that was taken. Yep. So G saying a thorn between two roses. George Sullivan saying class. Catherine saying great picture. Oh, Gunnar Nick's here. Here he is. Lads, it didn't irritate me at all. I was so happy to see you guys meeting her. He actually was, to be fair, Nick.
He was, yeah.
He's a great guy. And yeah, cheers for getting us to follow me again, pal. Yeah. Prudy saying, never seen a smugger photo. Both of you look like the cat who got the cream. It was quite funny. When we got back, the first time I said to Jones is, I want that on our intro.
Yeah, straight away.
I want that on my intro. Ross saying quality. Who else we got? Sparks is saying it's the only time I'm wearing that shirt. The chairman saying, Nick will get your chance to meet Laura one day. That has to happen. That has to happen. Yeah. That definitely does have to happen. Jeff saying that he loves Laura's work. Nighty saying boom. G giving it a big ooh.
Jonesy bomber.
We'd have to do it, G, where she'll get to see your smuggery beforehand.
Yeah.
With one of your clips. Oh, that was a bomber, by the way, wasn't it? That was a Jonezy bomber of all bombers.
Big bomber.
Ross is looking forward to it. Catherine's looking forward to it. Yeah, everyone's looking forward to it. Pipe bombs, bombers. Jonesy has hit the ground running tonight, isn't he? Breaking the news everywhere. That's our owner, our chairman, our director's not even needed, mate. We're too good in our job role, mate. We're too good in our job role.
That's it. We're looking forward to that, though. It'd be great to have her on. Ask us some questions as well, because obviously, on the hook. Yeah. Why she starts supporting Arsenal and stuff like that. So it'd be great.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely do a bit of Q&A as well.
Yeah.
All right. Obviously going on to the Eze, number 10 for Andy.
Yeah.
Number 10 for Luke.
Yeah.
90 saying on the left. Posh Bertie saying he'll play on the left, but his main position is 10.
Mm-hmm.
G says as he said he'll play anywhere. Cool, this would be a bit tasty when Eze and Odegaard as 2-8s. And one thing I will say about Eze that he did at Palace, he works very hard. He works very hard for the team. PG saying number 10. Jeff saying left cam, which I can see quite a bit. Ross saying inside left. Anthony saying the Eze cam role. George is saying the left wing. So yeah, quite a lot of people saying different things. Jeanette saying he'd play and go if he could. But I'll tell you the one thing that really did make me happy was just how happy he was coming onto that pitch on Saturday. It was a surreal moment. I'll tell you what, I've never had, apart from the last day of the season when we went to when we played Everton and we was in the chance with obviously winning the Premier League, which is obviously going to be a buzz. Yeah. There was such a buzz going into that ground, wasn't there?
Oh, mate, the place was rocking. And Arsenal didn't disappoint. They had the fireworks, they had the fire, they had everything out for the first game of the season. But I'm not going to lie, I was emotional. When you come out and you saw him on the screen, just like you could see how much it meant to him. He turns around and you just see him take it all in. It was just sensational. And, to hear his name being called out, see him in the shirt as well. It's one of them moments where you can say, I was there. I was there.
Yeah, you was there, mate. Well, I was there. And I'll tell you what, I was proud I was there. But it was lovely to see. And, yeah, I ain't going to lie. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning, so I thought I'd watch it again.
I haven't stopped watching it.
Unbelievable. Scotty saying he'll play on the bench, cutting oranges. Oh, look, he's hungry tonight, isn't he? He's hungry tonight. I'm getting a bit fed up with you, Scotty, to be honest with you today, mate. You are riling my skin.
He's riling up.
You just made the list!
Oh, let's get him on. Oh, Scotty boy.
First side of the night.
Is he not on there? Yeah, I don't think he's on there.
Is he not on?
No.
I think he got away with it.
Scotty is on the list.
That's it.
Scotty is on the list. Absolutely brilliant. G saying it was an unreal to watch. PG, I lost my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant when all the song come out, when it let it all work out.
Yeah.
I don't think I realised that at the time. I was a bit gutted though, so I was recording it.
And
I didn't realise it weren't recording.
Oh, I've got it. I'll have to send over. I've got a wicked video of it.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, send it over to me, mate. Ross saying that he's watched it a few times. Scotty's enjoying it. He's been on the list. That will make his evening. No. And obviously, Chesney himself saying his interview with Wrighty hit harder as well.
Yeah.
Peachy saying Eze coming out was made better without it. It certainly was made better.
Yeah, I'm glad that's
I was having this debate against Dave with someone, and they were saying, "Oh, why you've done that?" And I was like, "I think it's an absolute fantastic idea that we've done that."
Yeah, it helps. You see him going down, like you see the fans at the side. It was just man. And some of the shots as well. Like I know the guys like Lower North Bank, Chan, we know he's got a wicked shot of him walking out, and the fans are just leaning down to him and trying to reach him. Great work.
Yeah, Gab's saying well done on a great win. Liam and Jonezy both got 5 goals. Very true. By the way, sir, I don't even know myself. Do you know what the score is at the moment in the old
in predictions?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I messaged you earlier, but obviously we've been sorting this out. You were 2 points up going into the last game, so it's pretty much. I think it's pretty much.
What did you go for the last result?
I think I went for a Desmond. I went 2-2.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So we should find out by the end of the day where that kind of leads.
Yeah.
I actually didn't even know that. I missed that totally.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. Brilliant. So yeah, pretty much that was a really good, obviously, moment for Eze, and an even better moment for everyone involved at Arsenal.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, some birthdays now.
Do you know what? I've just seen a Mr. Mockler in the back, and I feel a bit rude leaving him. So he can come and join us on for a few segments.
Yeah, of course.
Leading up to On the Hook. You better be worried, by the way, because I've been doing the questions.
Yeah,
I can see you there, Andy, waiting to come in. So let's get you in. Here he is.
Here he is. How you doing, mate?
Evening, chaps. How are we all doing?
All good, sir.
Even better now, you've got a bit of sound to you this week, mate.
Yeah, you lot muted me last week. You knew I was going to go on one.
Yeah, you certainly ain't going to go for one this week, now, are you? I'll tell you what we do first and foremost before we go into the birthdays. I feel it's only right to speak to you because I know you've been a massive advocate, like myself, for Eze to join Arsenal. How happy that we've got that deal over the line.
It's just unbelievable. Honestly, it's kind of all summer. He was the one signing that I wanted, and even ahead of a new centre forward. So to get him and to get him in the way that we did in the end as well, which was so poetic, and it just absolutely dampens our neighbours. You know, having all them links with Spurs, it was all being agreed. Then last minute he makes a phone call to Arteta, and you know that shows how much that guy was dying to play for us. And you could see it, as Jonezy said, you could see it in his walkout. I mean, I'm up north and watching it on telly, and even I was sat with tears in my eyes. You could see how much it meant to him.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I was saying to my other half just today actually that he is one of them players, you know, and I don't know whether you guys feel the same, but even if you don't support Arsenal, it's very difficult not to like him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always smiling, plays the game with a freedom and expression. He's just an absolute breath of fresh air. And
he certainly is, mate. And it was so nice, wasn't it? Well, like you said, that how we done it. We was talking about, it was an absolute buzz at the stadium Saturday when we heard that obviously we had to be in our seats by 5:20.
Yeah.
And it's so good to have someone, and you would know about it, coming out of the academy, who's coming back to Arsenal, who would know what it's like to live and breathe red and white, basically.
As someone who's played for Arsenal and got released, I know how I would feel if I was going back to that club after putting all that effort in all them years. I know how I would feel, and like I say, it was just to see him and do that. You know, it was just extra special. Did it sound loud in the stadium? Because it was incredible just through watching the telly.
It was absolutely deafening in there. Tell you that.
Yeah, you won't get too many more of them in your lifetime.
No.
Someone come on the pitch and make that much of an impression immediately.
No, definitely. Right. Anyway, we're going to move into the birthday segment. So obviously we're going to do some happy birthdays. So today, someone you probably would have known, Andy, at the club, Vic Akers.
Oh, Vic, what a lovely man. Yeah, no, Vic was actually, when I was there as a schoolboy, he was a coach. So he coached me as a kid. And then we go into the JVC centre behind the old clock end and do all our indoor sessions in there with Vic. He was just class, an absolutely class guy. And just, he served the club just perfectly. He just represented the club in the best way as well, getting heavily involved in starting the women's game, especially our side. Yeah, he's just an absolute gem.
Yeah. Well,
what is he, about 140?
He's getting there, mate. He's getting there. But no, 79 years old today.
79
years old. So
79.
Yeah.
Wow. Well done, Vic.
So obviously a massive happy birthday to Vic.
Oh,
5 seconds for Vic.
Yeah.
The second one's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek one as it goes, because I've got another one, but that's going to be a little bit further down the line. Kim Countstrong. Kim Countstrong. Sorry. I'm going to put you on the spot here, Andy. How many appearances do you think he had for us?
He only made one, didn't he? Didn't he score the penalty in one of the shootouts?
Yeah, it was against Wigan. But actually, I was quite surprised. He had 4 appearances.
No way.
He had 4 appearances. But yeah.
Did he?
I know everyone obviously says what an awful signing was, but actually, he still put a penalty in at Wembley.
Yeah, get in. Won the game.
Yeah, exactly. That was Wigan in the semi-finals of 2014. But yeah, he is 43 today. So happy birthday, Kim.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm only giving you 4 seconds because you only have 4 appearances.
That's it. Unbelievable.
Right, we're going to move into our next segment because our next segment kind of materialises into three things, don't it, in one? So
Yep.
I'll let Jonesy crack on with the segment.
Let's do it.
Actually, to be honest with you, Andy, I think you've come on at the right time today, funnily enough. So
Good.
we usually do, I don't know if you know, we do a Kevin Campbell cap. So people go onto the cap each week, which we think are absolute legends, and they could be anyone within their trade.
Yeah.
We've identified someone today whose birthday it was yesterday. Probably scored the biggest ever goal in Arsenal colours. May 89.
May 89. Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas.
Wow.
There's Michael Thomas's 57th birthday today.
Look at that picture.
57. Wow.
Well, sorry, it might be yesterday. Yep. Michael Thomas. I feel a little bit, and I don't know why. Like, his status is not where it should be at times, I feel. I don't know why, but like we talk about, like, obviously Rocky, we talk about everyone else, but I feel he gets lost a bit, and it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Is it because he went to Liverpool? I don't know, but he scored our biggest ever goal to win us the title in the 91st minute, pretty much the last kick of the game. But I don't feel like he gets as much recognition as he should do.
Do you know what though? Because a lot to do with Mickey Thomas was the fact that even on the pitch as well, he kind of flew beneath the radar.
Mm-hmm.
He put in performances like you never believe. The guy had one of the best engines I've ever known in a player. He could get up and down the pitch all day long, but ultimately he never sort of craved the limelight. You never saw him get interviewed that often.
No.
But he was like that. He was a lovely guy, but he was really quiet and just literally, like, even out with the lads and stuff, he did fly beneath the radar a little bit, and maybe that was a part of it as well, possibly.
Going back to 89, I know we had conversations about this at the time. What was the vibe like after that game?
What was the what? Sorry.
What was the vibe like after that game? Not going training, like literally around that time into next season.
It was just unbelievable. I mean, it was just the whole place was just electric around the place, to be honest. You know, going into them last few games, it was on a knife edge.
Yeah.
So to actually get ourselves like kind of over the line, it was just a monumental effort from the lads. And but typically George Graham, everyone was involved. You know, we were all a part of helping the first team set up for that game. We were playing small sided games against the back fours just to kind of get them primed. And yeah, it was the reward for all the hard work that was put in. It was class, and we had a brilliant do it. I'm sure there's a hotel called Inn on the Park.
Yeah,
I seem to remember that. I could be wrong, but it was that was a brilliant, like a champions do, and it was just it was just incredible, man, incredible. I'm so lucky to have experienced that, even though I was just like to what is now an academy player, so I was like a youth and a young pro. But to be around a club that wins the actual league, I was quite blessed with the timing, really.
It's quite interesting, isn't it? Like you say, like you was quite blessed to be around it at the time. Like you probably don't really. You probably now you reflect back. You now sit there and think, do you know what? Can't believe I was part of that amazing moment. I was in the club. Do you know what I mean? I was seeing it all happen from inside. Do you know? It's not even just that. It's even. I still have thoughts now of as a youth team player walking to the chip shop on a Friday, and in the group of us, because we finished training in the youth team group, you'd have Kevin Campbell, David Hillier, Stephen Morrow, Andy Cole, Neil Heaney, you know, players that went on to have great careers and stuff, and we were just young lads, you know, just training every day with a dream in front of us, but just quite surreal thoughts of these players that kind of went on to in some cases legendary status, but to train with that first team, because it was George Graham's big thing for us to just loads of attack through defence. He was massive on it, and it would be us that were selected to go in and play against the back four, the back six, the back eight. It was just all the time. So even just sharing the pitch with all of these legends that they are now, is something that I can look back on with a lot of pride, actually.
Andy, I've got a question for you. Was you still around the club when Arsenal then went on to sell Michael Thomas Can you?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I wasn't. No,
I was going to ask what was your thoughts around obviously selling a player that has done such an amazing thing for the club. Like, I just wanted to know, obviously, what your thoughts are on that. But obviously, if you weren't at the club at that time,
I wasn't
had your thoughts when you were younger. And what were they?
Sorry, what was the what when he was young? When I was younger.
So what was obviously you had moved on after Arsenal when Arsenal signed sold Thomas. What was your thoughts? Can you remember back then thinking, was you surprised Arsenal sold?
Really surprised. I was really surprised that. Well, I was amazed that they sold David Rocastle. So it was very similar with him. So I was just like, because there were two when I was there. There were two of the main focal points for George Graham's sides.
Yeah.
You know, the energy of Michael Thomas. You know, the sheer class of David Rocastle. You know, and they were almost like first picks. But then to sell them on, it was a really strange one. I was so surprised for the pair of them ones.
Yeah, no, it really was.
They were Arsenal through and through to me.
Yeah, deep down they still are. And I know he does a lot of work for Liverpool now. And I think someone mentioned it in the comments, he lives up that way. So I think
right, yeah.
That might be why we don't really talk to him as much. But I think we should do. And like Liam said, he's not really talked about enough at the Arsenal.
I definitely agree. I think the thing is with like Rocastle and Thomas, I think George Graham had this knack, didn't he, where he thought, especially with the Rocastle, where he didn't think he could play two games in a week.
Yeah.
So the money at that time was quite big money, wasn't it? $2 million from him from Leeds.
Yeah.
But I think he just felt that actually it might have been the right time to obviously move him on. But look, unbelievable pair of them. But I think Michael Thomas, should get the recognition that we're going to give him.
Yeah.
He does get into the cap. And happy birthday as well, mate. So, 2 in 1.
Good lad, Mickey.
On that note as well, obviously our sponsor of the show, Martin from Class Footy Clubs, messaged me this morning and said to me, did you know it was Michael Thomas' birthday, which I did. But he was like, I've got obviously this Anfield 89 clock that he obviously wants to put up for a giveaway. So I said to him, well, how about we get all the characters in the show, and anyone who's in the show before I do this giveaway, and then we'll do a wheel spin and see who wins it, and we'll win that prize. So I have set it up. It is in the background. Yet again, guys, you have to give me a minute because I have to share my screen.
That's all right, mate. It's a great prize as well. Make sure you guys are checking out Martin as well. You're doing some great stuff with the clocks. And if it's
Am I in the draw to win that?
I think you are, Andy.
I hope so, because I love that class.
Yeah, I think I put you in there, mate.
Yeah,
I did put you in there. You can't be on the show. The only two people that are not in it is me and Jonezy.
What? No, I'm joking.
But anyway, here we go. We're going to do the spin of the draw. Who's going to win it?
Come on.
Ooh.
Oh, it's old Jeff Stelling.
Stelling.
It's old Jeff Danes who's won it. I don't think he was nowhere near the winning there, mate. Oh, Rosie was close, but no cigar, Rosie, unfortunately. But yeah, well done to Jeff for winning the prize.
Gutted.
And I'll get it sorted for you, mate, and let's get that sent over to you.
Excellent. Congratulations, mate.
Yeah.
Well done. You lucky person, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good clock to have as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, beaut.
This is one of the downsides of hosting these shows. We can't win the bloody prizes.
And look at him. He'd only whacked up a few minutes now. It's up for grabs now.
There you go.
His own Mickey Thomas moment, that was.
Congratulations, mate.
You picked it at the post, mate. You picked it at the post. Anyway, let's move on to our next segment.
Let's do it.
I was thinking about this one, Jonesy. I don't reckon, right, there's any show anywhere who does what we do with this.
No. We actually, you have today. You've gone out there and researched this guy. When I saw the picture, I was like, oh, my God. Where's he got that from?
Exactly. So we are paying our tribute today to another Arsenal player who would be a grand, funny enough, you said it earlier on, Andy, 147 years old he would be today. Do you know what?
Any
idea?
No,
it's not the Cakers.
King Falstrom?
Maelstrom. He's had about 147 injuries, but
Yeah.
this guy had 200 appearances for us at centre back,
Mm.
0 goals. His name was Archie Gray.
There
There
he
you
is.
go. That's going back into memory lane, isn't it, Andy?
Andy's just behind him on the right.
I think I went to school with him.
I tell you what, though, he looks like a geezer you wouldn't want to come up against, don't he?
No,
Oh, that's a proper centre back.
not at all.
Look at him, mate.
He looks like a Peaky Blinder with his cap off.
It does, doesn't he?
Wouldn't mess with that lad.
Yeah, I think he played in the early 1900s. He was something like 1908. But 200 appearances. I think he was with us for a good eight years. All Newcastle got one back, it looks like. So yeah, Archie Gray, 147 today.
Wow.
If you think somewhere is like somewhere out there, his family wouldn't even know we're putting a gesture to him today either.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Is indeed.
The world of Google, hey? The world of Google.
And I think
Anyway.
Liam, you wanted to make a special mention to one of our followers.
Yeah, I do. Obviously, I see today a follower. I feel like me and her followed for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Emma Webb. A few of you might know her through Twitter. Obviously, I was going through my tweets this morning, and now she's in hospital. She has sepsis and a dropped lung. So obviously, really upsetting to hear. Really good to hear that she's battling up against it and she's fighting it, and she's gonna, as she sounded very kind of like motivating in terms of she's gonna beat it and all that. But obviously, our hearts go out to you today, Emma, and hope you have a speedy recovery soon.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, give her a little follow on Twitter, show her some love.
Yeah. So if you ain't following her, follow on Twitter, Emma Webb. But yeah, this fingers crossed that she gets over the other side and we see her back on Twitter and celebrating what she loves, which is the Arsenal, very soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Good luck.
Boys, you hungry?
I'm always hungry, mate.
Crumble time.
Sugar now.
I actually can't believe that the on the hook segment's quite far down here, so we are going to kind of speed up, right? But crumble time. There's only one team that crumbled this weekend. Only one team, in my opinion. Manchester City.
Jesus.
Gonna go to you, isn't it, Andy, on this one?
QPR might have run him close.
Pardon?
QPR might have run him close.
Hold that.
Oh, wait, hold up with that one, mate. Hold up with that one.
Sorry.
But yeah, what happened there, Andy? Spurs got the Udo over them, haven't they?
Yeah, they completely have, and the way Spurs set up completely, just stifle City. We have to remember that Spurs have got a really clever manager in there now.
Yeah.
So if they keep players fit, they're going to have a decent season, I think. But how brave is it to go to City and go man for man? It takes some doing, and they've actually got a decent record up there for some reason. Yeah. Spurs just go there and seem to do all right. I can't stand City when they play Spurs, but bit gutted about that one. But there you go. I was hoping for a draw.
Now, guys, everyone who's saying the QPR on commentary, there's a reason why I've not put it on here, and you'll realise the reason why after. So hold up with that one, because I'll tell you my reasons and my valid reasons, and I think you'll agree with me. But first of all, just obviously some get well soons for Emma. Prudy saying get well soon, sending love to Emma. G saying get well soon, Emma. Same 90 and Tarek. So really good to see some kind of love going out to her. Rosie saying good, get better soon. Same as Jeanette. So yeah, some really good love there, guys. Going to Nick as well, and Bertie, and George, and Chairman, and G. So look, some really nice love there for Emma. And yeah, as I said before, hopefully she's back very much soon. Yeah, I just think Jonesy. I didn't expect it, to be honest, especially after the week they had with Eze and all that. But yeah, to be fair to them, like they do go there and beat them. They just only roll over when Arsenal need to win the league.
Yeah, no, it's what it is. We were in the pub and I remember you saying to me, you don't really care. This is one of the games where, you don't really care whatever happens. Like I say, I was surprised as well. Spurs have got a great record up there. Which is surprising. They seem to have Pep's number, no matter who's in charge. So, but I love it, mate. City have dropped 3 points this season. All for that. Were Spurs that good? Don't know. City still looked rough to me around the edges. They did last season. They still look like they got a hangover from last season. Obviously, it's only second game of the season. Long way to go. But it's fucking lovely to always see City drop some points, especially at the empty had.
It's magic.
On that note, we'll move on. So we got my See You Next Tuesday award. Who is on my list this week? Who is on my list? I don't know how he's got through so many shows without being mentioned, Jonesy.
Mate, I don't know how he survived. But he's here now. That's all that matters, mate.
Get him up.
Oh, you ready? There he is.
Cycling Mikey.
Unbelievable.
What is this geezer all about, mate?
He's an absolute cretin of the world. Andy, do you know much about him?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, he drives me up the wall. Honestly, I don't know how he's still upright. He's just an absolute pain in the arse.
Mate, he's just a menace, isn't he? That's the word for him. He's a menace.
He is just a menace.
Menace.
Yeah, just going around like that and trying to catch people out. I just think you absolute tit.
Mikey, surely you got a wife. Well, I hope you got a wife. Maybe you haven't got a wife, and this is what you do. But if you have got a wife, show her more attention, mate. Do you know what I mean?
You can't have.
What?
You can't have. He just spends all his time riding around London, doing people up.
Oh, mate. I see one the other day where he just drove his bike straight into a car that was moving because it had gone through a no entry or something. I'm just like, mate,
oh yeah.
What are you doing? You're an absolute clown, mate. You're on my list. That's it.
Yeah.
But I had to bring him up because I thought I've been aiming to bring him up for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
And for some reason we haven't. But yeah, let's have a look because I know he always gets a bit of a discussion.
He does.
In our group, G cracking up saying ha ha ha. Ross is saying yes, this clown.
Yes.
Luke saying clattering bell end. Lee was saying twat. His best fan Gunner Nick's called him an absolute melt. Jeff saying I've never actually seen his face, twat.
There you go.
Hated by cops and public alike. So yeah, he's not the greatest fan for everyone, but yeah, Cycling Mikey, just retire now, mate. Enjoy the rest of your days. It ain't worth it, mate. It ain't worth the blood pressure, honestly.
Go and play bingo or something, Jesus.
Yeah.
Right, next one.
This guy's starting to aggravate me as it goes.
Yeah, he is.
Obviously, I know quite a bit about him because obviously my ex-partner used to work for him, and he is a total arse. He is a total arse, and what people can imagine of him, he is a total arse. To be fair, Simon Jordan.
He just talks absolute shit, if that's the polite way of putting it. Absolute shit. Waffle comes out of his mouth. He always has a run-in with Keown as well, doesn't he? He's got a thing about Keown at the moment on TalkSport. But yeah, mate, every time he opens his mouth, it's just drivel. It's just absolute shit. You're a shit chairman as well. You only got Palace fucking fucked, didn't you? So, what do you know about football? Just an absolute, and that's a wig. I don't care what anyone says. That's a wig. All right, let's get that straight. And this is a guy who is jealous. I will say it now, but that's a fucking wig. And Jordan, leave it alone.
This is a guy, I'd walk into his own building and get people to stand up and have sunglasses on in the middle of winter and make sure everyone stands up and says, "Good afternoon, Mr. Jordan." This is the guy you're dealing with. Do you know what I mean?
That's outrageous.
Absolute knob jockey. And do you know what? I'd rather be Martin Keown than Simon Jordan. Let me just put it that way.
Any day of the week. Anything nice to say about him, Andy?
No, nothing. I haven't let him talk for the last 2 years because I just mute him. I can't stand the fella. No.
Absolute creature.
Pretentious prick.
Exactly. And with that, the next one.
Have that.
Yeah, we got a lot of here that are obviously no comments on him. Posh drivel, waste of oxygen. Waste of oxygen, G. Don't expect any different from you. He went to the barber and asked for the Guy Gardner. Yeah, I don't think he's really got much love here as well.
That's a good one.
Oh, he looks like he pissed off Jeff as well. But yeah, Luke says thought he was Alan Sugar. Absolute twat. But yeah, we're going to go into the name game now. We're going to try and do this quite quickly. But what we want from you today, right, is the biggest head loss moments you can remember from individuals. The biggest head loss moments. Now, I've got one straight away that I'm going to bring to you into the John McEnroe.
Yeah.
He loved a head loss moment, didn't he, Andy?
Yeah, absolute genius on the court, but a fruitcake at the same time. I think sometimes the worst thing was with him, he had to get wound up as well to bring the best out of himself. Like, it would elevate his game, but to do that, he just had to go and kind of get ragged about something. Could be anything. But yeah, he was an absolute fruitcake, yeah.
Yeah, so there's my one. Jonezy, you got one?
Yeah, I'm going for Drogba against Barcelona. He absolutely lost his head, didn't he? Going at the TV screens, going at the ref. You know, it was Barcelona. I know it was, but he absolutely lost his head. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. That's what I'll say.
And yourself, Andy?
Can I have a joint one?
Yeah, good, mate. You're the star of the show. You can have what you want.
Neville and Carragher. Honestly, I cannot stand the pair of them. I'm sick of hearing their voices. I can't stand. Why can Gary Neville do commentary on Man United games and Carragher gets Liverpool?
Yeah.
Honestly, drives me up the wall. I cannot stand the pair of them. Neville, even though he always says every year, I fancy Arsenal to win it, deep down he absolutely detests us, and you can't. There's no getting away from that. He's such a prick. Carragher, at the end of the day, when he got angry, he spat on a young child, you know, and that can never go away. So, from my mind, not a chance for the pair of them. Pair of absolute bellends.
He should not be on TV after that incident at all.
Nah, never. I shouldn't be anywhere near it.
No way. Or kids.
Sky being inconsistent once again, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, like obviously we go to our people now to see what they've kind of said. Kevin Keegan's obviously up there, which is understandable. I'd love it if they beat them. Love it. Piers Morgan, that was a good one when he stormed off air, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good
It's
one.
quite funny, right? I found out that he kind of read one of my tweets by doing that thing.
Yeah.
And it was after he started having to go at someone else. What's that noise?
What's that noise?
I don't know what that noise is.
Kevin Keegan a few years ago, that was a big head loss.
What's that?
Yeah, Kevin Keegan.
He lost the plot after that.
Rosie's got a good one there.
Bowie and Dyer, that was a head loss moment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He had the biggest head loss this week, didn't he? Old expressions.
Oh,
that was out. I mean, that was something else, weren't it? It was
good.
Hurt and anger, weren't it? Hurt and anger.
Good. They enjoyed that.
The guy from Come Dine With Me who told the people to get out, he had a head loss.
The clown in Mems thrashing everything. Eamon Holmes always goes on Rosie's. Every week of the game, Eamon Holmes is on. Oh, there he is.
Can you? Yeah.
Andy's dog's gone on there for a head loss moment.
Yeah, that was my partner asking me if I want a cup of tea. No, you're all right.
The Canio, yeah, mate, you will. Remember the Canio one? Jesus Christ, that was one, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Taggart.
Taggart?
Yeah.
The detective?
Yeah. I haven't seen that one.
Can't comment on that one.
Who else we got? Dealer Smith, let's be having you.
Yeah.
Rudiger, during that one final versus Barcelona. So this is a good one from Jeanette Sedan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sedan. George and James on my podcast earlier. We'll have to watch back, mate.
Yeah.
Dyer and Boyu again. Yeah, there's some good head losses there, to be honest, you guys. Which is Eric Cantona. Well, there's one. Gav's hit one massively. Eric Cantona against Palace.
Of course, yeah.
Jamie O'Hara on TalkSport.
Or Big Brother.
Oh, wait, here we go. This is the best one. Scotty, when I was his Sunday League manager, Liam, when he was manager of our team at half time, mate, there was some head loss moments there, mate. I tell you, absolute head loss moments.
Jeez, I can imagine you as a gaffer at half time.
Mate, there was a few F and C's. That's what I can say.
Pat Rice threw a couple of teacups at players at the wall in the changing rooms at one half time. I seem to remember. That was his happy day as well.
Mate, Pat Rice would have scared the hell out of me, mate. I tell you.
Yeah.
What's your winner this week? I'm going to give it to you, Andy. What's your winner out of all them head losses?
Oh my lordy. I'm going to go with the biggest one of the lot. Probably have to go back to Zidane, I think.
Yeah.
That was huge. World Cup final, man. Dear me.
You can't do that.
Nah. The Italian had him right in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So this who said Zidane?
I don't know. Got it.
Oh yeah, Ross White. So Ross, you're the winner today. You win absolute fuck all, but well done and a pat on the back. Well done, mate.
Well done.
Well done. Right, let's move on to our next segment. So, there was no way I was going to put Tottenham on the performance of the week, which I probably should do, but I weren't doing it.
No.
So this is why I manipulated it round. This is why I put Man City on the crumble, and why I put the performance of the week to Coventry City for their 7-1 win against QPR.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
That's
Sorry, mate. Well,
sorry, I'm laughing at this next comment. Liam was shouting at the gangsters from Croydon, and they still listen. Do you know what now, mate? I wouldn't have the guts. I don't know what I was doing. But anyway, yeah. What's your thoughts now? 7-1, Jones. That's not a good way to start the season, is it? What's that? The second game?
Second game,
you lose 7-1.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look good. I mean, like United in predictions, we do like a predictions thing we put a game in, who you think's going to win, and I just put Coventry. I didn't think they were going to win 7-1, but I don't get anything extra points for it. But yeah, when someone told me, I think someone told me in the pub after the game, oh, Coventry won 7-1. I still didn't believe it, and it wasn't until I got home and watched the old EFL highlights with my kebab that I saw the 7 goals. And I wasn't drunk when I heard that. It was correct. It was crazy. Crazy game.
So yeah, obviously Fat Frank, we took the piss out of him with the crumble, but yeah, well, great performance, and you Coventry City have got our performance of the week. Well done, Coventry.
Well done, Coventry. Congratulations. All right, we move on.
So the old John Cena Husher Comes of the week. It's quite funny, and he's already brought his name up.
Yes.
Gary Neville. He just spouts a load of crap, don't he, Andy? I'll go back to you, mate.
Oh.
Like all this pressure he puts on his commentary with Gorkarez and should be doing this, should be doing that. And then Benjamin Sesko comes on, you don't hear a Dicky Bird.
Yeah, and we have to remember this. The guy that's given us all this information, all this expert information, is the guy that went to Valencia, one of the bigger teams in Spain, and failed like miserably. You know, they couldn't wait to get him out of the place in the end. He's only there for 5 minutes. Yet he's on our tellies spewing his crap to the whole nation. And so many people hang on to his words and them of Carragher's. We'll leave it Neville for now, otherwise I'll proper kick off. But yeah, he's just in his anti-Arsenal way that he comes across in commentary. I just can't stand. I can't stand the guy. I honestly can't stand him. Sometimes I do think he says things because he knows it's going to get a reaction.
Yeah.
And in my living room, it always does. But I can't. Yeah, just can't stand the bloke. I can't stand Sky, let alone him.
Yeah, I don't think we need to say much else, do we, Jonesy?
Nah, just an absolute creature of the footballing world.
Well, what I was going to say, Jonesy, we'll leave off the Jericho for now. We'll do it later on.
Yep. Going to Andy.
Should we go into the wet wipe of the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hang on, go to.
Sorry, Andy. What was that?
Liam let's go for the wet wipe of the week or something. And you said, oh, shall we go to let's go to Andy. So it did come across that I'm the wet wipe of the week. that being the case, see you later, lads. It's been a great show.
No, I thought he was going to your segment next. That's why.
You will be happy to find out who is the wet wipe of the week, though.
Well, indeed.
I'm gonna let Jonesy reveal this one.
I'm going to reveal it. Right. He's a guy who Spurs fans probably hate more than Arsenal at the moment. Andy, he can't get a transfer done for love nor money.
Oh, he's the best chairman in the land.
Seriously, how? I know I've got to laugh, but if you're a Spurs fan and this
Imagine
guy's
being a Spurs fan. Oh my God, the guy, honestly, he's just unbelievable. Having Eze on a plate. There's been talk today about the defender from Bayer Leverkusen as well.
Yeah.
But you listen to the Spurs fans, and I don't always listen to loads of Spurs fans, but it's the same old thing. They're just the link with players, can't get it over the line. This summer's been an absolute car crash for them, with Gibbs White going. Everything was going to happen. Then he stays at Forest. The whole saga with Eze, and then he comes to their arch rivals. Yeah, he's. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a brilliant chairman, and they should keep him there forever.
It's crazy, Liam, mate. Obviously, we have our thoughts on Spurs and that, but come on, obviously Arsenal have protested before with the Cronkies and the Super League. Do you feel Spurs fans are doing enough to make their voices heard?
It doesn't appear so, does it? No, it doesn't appear so. There's kind of there's mutterings across social media, or there's quite a lot on social media, but no one's actually got the balls to set something up and go and go back to the club and go and demonstrate, because it must be absolutely soul destroying being a Spurs fan right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be fair, he has got some fans. Old Jeff saying that he loves him. I love Levy.
Can I just say, Liam, that I've seen a comment just down there that said he's got verbal diarrhea.
Yeah.
Is she on about me?
No, he's not about you.
She can't be. Oh, God.
Who's this? Who said it anyway?
Go a bit further down, you'll see it. I think she must be drunk. I love her, really. I don't even know who it is, but if you look
Jeanette wouldn't have said it about you. She's obviously on about someone else. I think she's on about Gary Neville.
Yeah. Or
you better off, Jeanette. Jeanette, you better off.
Oh, I was hoping. I'm hoping it's you, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
It'd be surprising if Jeanette was just like, yeah, he's fucking you, and what?
Yeah, I know, yeah. I'd
Here we go, Scotty, the old Spurs fan himself. I am a Spurs fan from my name, Lowell, but I agree. Just think of all the players Spurs nearly signed. It's true, though, isn't it? The players they nearly signed is unbelievable, isn't it, really?
Nearly FC.
G saying Levy in. Prudy saying Levy in. Old DWT's in the house. Good evening, sir. Hope you're well. And Jeanette's just clarifying to let you know that it is Gary Neville. So, yeah, you're off the hook. But unfortunately...
Thank God for that.
You might be off the hook, but Andy, you are on the hook.
Oof.
Do you know what? That coming right really well, didn't it? With Jeanette doing that.
Yeah.
Coming well. Only happens once in a lifetime. That's my lifetime moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, Andy.
And George is right. Can I just say, George is very right.
Careful, Andy. They might mute you again.
Yes.
I reckon that was John Brooks, mate. It was John Brooks.
It was.
I hope so. I spent the whole week in tears.
Oh, mate, you. I felt sorry for you because you had a rant already, didn't you?
Oh, I was on the go, honestly. Yeah, if you kept me rolling another 5 minutes, I smashed up the house, and someone's probably commented on me mirrors behind, but I had to go and buy a load more.
It was a good show, though. It was a good show.
Yeah,
good positive show, mate. It was a good positive show.
Good, and so it should be.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, more importantly, on to you. It's all about you.
Oh, yeah.
Where was you born?
Billingham, which is about 5 miles from Middlesbrough.
Cool. What football team did you support growing up?
Middlesbrough.
Was you a big old Mad Middlesbrough fan, was you?
Yeah, my granddad used to go to the matches all the time. Even my grandma used to go. In fact, my first Borough match was, 70 whatever it was, and it was. I remember David Armstrong playing for Middlesbrough, and against Man U. Yeah, so that was my first taste of football at the old Ayresome Park.
What's your thoughts on Middlesbrough now? Like, obviously,
yeah,
they've had good seasons. They've had not so good seasons, haven't they?
Yeah, it's been a tough one, and the new manager coming in wasn't met with massive excitement in the northeast. But at the moment, give him his due. They played 3 games, won 3 games. So at the moment, everything seems pretty rosy. But they've got a really thin squad. 1 or 2 injuries, and it'll be a tough all season again. But in Rob Edwards, they trust, and let's hope they do something good.
Yeah, I had my ex-boss, he was a Middlesbrough fan last year, and he was saying, the goalkeeper got injured, didn't they, last year?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He was saying,
the kid that got in goal now is actually really good, and he's come through the ranks, which is brilliant.
Cool. What position did you play as a kid?
Centre midfield, right or left. I was all right on either side.
Was you best player in your football team?
Yeah, as a kid, I probably was. Yeah. And it's at school level or Sunday League level or county levels or whatever. Yeah, as a youngster, that was what got the attraction from kind of some of the other clubs.
When did you start? How old was you when you started attracting bigger clubs? I
was probably 12. In fact, Arsenal got into trouble when I came down to Arsenal because I came down as a 12. I came down as a 12-year-old, and at that time that was too young. And the Sun newspaper actually phoned up and spoke to either my mum or dad to try and get a comment from them. But yeah, it just caused a little stir at the time. I was completely oblivious. I came down for a week and had the best week in my life.
Have you seen that question to you, Andy?
Where's this?
Rosie.
What made you downgrade from Middlesbrough to Art? Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right there, Rosie. I sometimes ask myself that.
Our Rangers girl herself. Yeah, good stuff. Did you always believe you'd make it as a professional footballer?
Yeah, I did. I had I guess a belief and a self-drive, as well as the fact that I could play pretty well. It never even crossed my mind, even at school, going into like O levels and GCEs. It was when I was the last year actually for O levels. Then it went to GCSEs. But even at school, I didn't really focus enough. All I wanted to do was play for Arsenal. That was it. That's all I wanted.
Good stuff. What was your first feeling when you signed for Arsenal, and how old was you?
I signed schoolboy forms, which is like young academy forms, I suppose, as it is now. When I was, I think I was 13.
Yeah.
I was 13, yeah. And once you signed for that team as a 13-year-old, that was you committing yourself to them. You couldn't flit around. I'd been to see a few other clubs, and I'd had interest from other clubs. But the second I went down to Arsenal, it was like, I just knew it was the place for me. I just loved it.
Good stuff. Any questions around that one, you Jonesy?
No, just like when you went there, obviously Arsenal known for making players feel like it's a family-orientated club. Did you feel that even as like a youth academy graduate, like when you went down there, was there this big emphasis on having the family there and stuff like that?
Yeah, massive. Yeah, it was huge, and it was always one of them clubs. And it was encouraged from the top really, and we'd all have people down there from time to time, and it was such a close-knit environment. It sounds similar to what they've got at the moment. It was George Graham's big thing was that it wasn't just the 11 that played on a Saturday for the first team. It was the reserves. It was the youth team. And it was often them players, the ones that would drive in the first team or pushing the first team. So the togetherness at the club was just incredible. George Graham did, like, when I think back now, and I was only a kid at the time, but when I think back, George Graham was it was just fantastic.
Who was that one person you looked up to at the club?
Probably Big Kevin Campbell. When I first went down there, I was just a young kid from the northeast, and coming down to London and living down London was a huge culture shock for me. But that's where the club helped out. But that's where Big Kev came into it, and I used to watch the way that he trained, watch the way that he played, how he kind of conducted himself, and so even at a young age, you could see he was going to go on and be a goal scorer for the club. Even when he was like 15, 16, he was just an absolute, just a specimen of a man, and a phenomenal person to boot. So yeah, he was probably the person I looked up to, and he was a year above me in the youth team. In his year, he had Stephen Morrow, Pat Scully, David Hillier. There was a few. Do you remember Francis Cajigo? Do you remember Francis Cajigo?
Yep.
He's now a players agent.
Wow.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
In fact, he's a big players agent as well at the moment. But Franny was with us for a little bit, but then he left to go to Barcelona because his family was Spanish. I'm sure they were moving home or something. Yeah.
Cool.
There's some good lads out.
Yeah.
Andy Cole the following year.
Sorry?
Andy Cole the following year.
Yeah,
so
another good player.
Kevin was above me, Andy Cole was the year below.
Yeah, top career, didn't he, in the end?
Yeah. Newcastle have just equalised.
Have they?
With 10 men.
Wow, that is a collapse, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is
massive.
Big for the predictions as well. I went 2-2.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, Jonezy, you're laughing.
I was losing by 2 points.
That was sneak your win, wasn't it?
That was sneak the winning, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not saying nothing.
Do you know what, though? I think I'll give you this one, mate. I think I'll give you this one. That is a big goal in the old title. Well, I say title race because it ain't really a title race at the moment, but still, dropping a 2-goal lead against 10 men is absolutely tragic, really.
Wow,
that
Jesus.
is. Do you know what? If that is the full-time whistle, we will get up another crumble this week. Guys, we will do it.
Get one in here.
Who do you think was the best player you played with in your whole footballing career?
Played with?
Yeah.
David Rocastle. Yeah,
Genius.
by a mile. It's just, yeah, he was one of them players actually where you had a realization as a kid that actually, do you know what, maybe I'm not going to make it, because people like him were not only phenomenal kind of people, grounded, really had time for everybody, but on a pitch, they crossed that line, they just became a monster. And they just had a mentality, like a winning mentality. And some of the things that he could do with the football, it was just brilliant. He had an engine on him. He had the skills. He could head a ball. He just kind of had the lot, and and he wasn't scared to put a tackle in either. He was. People forget that, and just phenomenal player and fella. But played with probably him. I mean, I played in the youth team with Kevin Campbell, Andy Cole, Ray Parler, David Hillier. So I played with some decent players, but I'd say he was the best. Brilliant.
Who's the best player you played against?
Against, right? I don't know whether you remember back in the was it the late 80s, early 90s when Stoya Bucharest were, was it Stoya Bucharest? Red Star Belgrade were a massive team. And I played against Robert Prozanecki, who went on to play for like a few other teams. And I was at Scarborough at the time, and it was a pre-season friendly, and he was just unbelievable. Honestly, sometimes in a game, there's not been many times in a match when I've come off and thought I could not get near him. There was nothing I could do at all to get near the guy, and he was just so good, man, so good. But yeah. And you know what? He got substituted, went off the pitch, sat by the side of the dugout and had a cigarette. honestly.
Mate, that's how they work back in them days. Do you
remember Darko Panchev? A guy played up front. Google him. He honestly was a legend. But what a player. Darko Panchev, he was called. What a player. Played for I think it was at the old Yugoslavia. Christ, unbelievable, honestly. What a player. And again, just smoking like chimneys. It was just a done thing. We were like Scarborough, playing against that team, and it was like, what the hell's going on here? Our lads at least waited till after the match.
BX kind of saying Merson and Rocky look levels above.
Yeah.
What was Merson like in training?
Brilliant.
But he was
brilliant.
For me, he got better of age, didn't he? In terms of I felt he got more consistent with age.
Yeah, he did. He probably played his best football away from Arsenal, to be honest. Especially probably when he was at Villa, I guess. But
yeah,
he went to Middlesbrough for a season, and he was absolutely unbelievable, unreal. But I think that his problems at Middlesbrough were that there was a bit of a drinking club. Gascoigne was there, Brian Robson was there, and I think it was just with all of what Mercer's gone through. I think moving on was the best option for him. But brilliant, what a player, what a finisher, by the way, one of the best finishers I've ever seen.
I had the honour of he went on cap. Do you remember old Capital Gold Sports?
Yeah.
he went on there like straight after like he had all the alcohol issues and the drug stuff and all that, and like he went on there and they done a phone in. I was the first person to go on the phone in, and I just hit it on the ground, mate. Started asking about everything, but fair play to him, he kind of answered it all. I think I asked him around George Graham being dismissed as well, because I think he got sacked at that time. I think it was around the 95, 96 season, something like that. And even he said at the time it was a massive shock in terms of like no one expected it. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
you look at he grew up, didn't he, under George Graham, didn't he? And like obviously when Arsene come in, obviously he had a different kind of philosophy, didn't he, in terms of like players and all that, and he obviously couldn't grumble because he brought Overmars in. But I thought like individually on his day he had some fantastic moments, and
incredible.
I think one of my greatest memories of him was that free kick, that goal he scored against Sheffield Wednesday in the League Cup final.
Yeah,
but he kind of shinned it, didn't he? But apparently he was absolutely battered that day, weren't he?
probably played his best football like that.
Yeah, I reckon a lot of the players back in that day played their best football being drunk.
Different cultures completely to what there is now.
Yeah, in terms of the cultures back then, was you too young to get involved in that kind of stuff?
No, not really. Because quite often on nights out and stuff, the lads will all get together, whether it be first team, resis and youth teams, and so it was always a collective thing. So, it was class. It was great, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would love to be in part of that.
It was squad. Yeah. Going on a Tuesday, getting invited down to the club on a Tuesday, like, and just sitting in that pub and watching them drink, and it's like, Christ Almighty, like, I must have fed about 14 plants just to try and keep up with them. They were just
that was their famous Tuesday club, weren't it?
Yes. It would be they used to call it the physical. So you go normally into Highbury on a Tuesday. You wouldn't see your football. You'd be out in the Highbury, and then you'd be doing kind of half laps around the old sand track that was around the pitch. You'd have to do that. Then you'd have to go in the North Bank, and then you'd have to race each other from the bottom of the North Bank to the top, and you have to hit the board at the end. We walked over to the West Upper, walked all the way down the steps, got someone on a piggyback and walked them all the way up the steps. all them kind of things, it was just, yeah.
That's mad.
Mental.
Yeah. That's
greatest friend in football.
At Arsenal was a lad called Jamie Donnelly, who he went on to, I think he went to Charlton or Millwall. Anyway, his career didn't quite go, but Jamie was a really good lad, proper good lad from Kent. He introduced me to nightclubs. Never seen one before in my life until I'd gone with Jamie. Spent the next week in shock. Couldn't hear a thing from a flipping ringing in my ears. But Jamie Donnelly there, and a lad called Eddie Mayer at Scarborough. Yeah, his dad was a famous umpire, BJ Mayer.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But Eddie at Scarborough. Yeah.
Brilliant. Got a question for you from BX Gunner. How big of a figure was Alan Smith behind the scenes?
How big a figure?
How big of a figure?
Do you know what? Alan Smith is. You could almost put him in the Michael Thomas bracket in as much as that he kind of didn't really get involved with the Tuesday Club. He had his own little thing. That wasn't his bag. He was just a very quiet, kind of reserved man. He was such a polite, lovely fella. It's impossible not to like him. It's kind of one of them blokes that didn't really have a bad bone in him. But an absolute gentleman of a guy, honestly. And then it's only when you watch him in training, you see this gangly bloke walk out, and then you watch his first touch. Like, it was just, especially with his back to goal, the amount of times the ball would be played up to him, it would be George's way, and then players come up around him and play around him, and he could hold a ball up, and he was so surprisingly strong. But what a player! What an absolute player! And just a beautiful man.
What was your most favourite footballing moment?
It's probably at Scarborough. Actually, it was a big thing. We were in the old Carling Club, and we had Plymouth in one of the rounds. There is an Arsenal link here, so bear with me. But playing for Plymouth, who were a league below us, their goalie was Peter Shilton. He was their player manager at the time. And we managed to go to their place and draw 3-3. Took them back to Scarborough the following week or 2 weeks later, and we managed to beat them. And I actually scored a free kick past Peter Shilton that night. So for about 10 minutes, I was dead famous in the Northeast. I even signed an autograph, I think.
That's quality. Nice.
But it was great, you know, just as a young man trying to make his way in football. I always remember as well, it sticks in my mind that not so much the strike or the ball, it was the fact that when I turned back when I was going to celebrate, I just seen Peter Shilton with his lit down on the floor with his head in his hands.
Yeah.
And I did think, oh my God, I've done that. Like, that's Peter Shilton. Peter Shilton. Like, you know, he was I think he was about 63 when he played. So he wasn't getting down to the ball too quick, but it was still amazing to score past such a phenomenal guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, I've watched that goal about 10 times now. Only on Andy's request, mind you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No, good moment that was when it was a really
brilliant,
good moment. Yeah. What's your worst footballing moment now?
Yeah, getting released by Arsenal. Yeah, that was a horrible day. Yeah, we all had to arrive at the ground. We all sat in the away changing room and we got called to George Graham's office one at a time. And I can't even remember what the order was, but a couple of lads went in and they came out smiling. They were okay. Then the next lad went in, and you just don't know. It's an awful time, and it was. It was. I know it was a nightmare for George Graham to tell us as well, and I know how hard it was for him to. I know that part of his job was probably one of the most difficult, telling players that he doesn't think they're good enough for that particular club. Wow. So yeah, I was just destroyed because all I wanted was to play for Arsenal. And it just wasn't to be. But you know, that was definitely my worst time, though.
Yeah. If there was one thing that you would put you off being a professional footballer now, what would it be?
What would put me off?
Certainly the money wouldn't, would it?
The money wouldn't. Then it's. I think one of the biggest things at the moment is, and I absolutely can't stand it. As much as I've got opinions on players, it's the abuse that players get these days.
Yeah, social media and all that as well.
Through crowd forums, social media, it can just end up in a free for all, and it can become really dangerous for that individual, or even for that club. And I just think it must be something that young kids are taught to come in, sit down, and explain the hiccups that you can have with social media if it's not used properly, and be careful what you post.
Yeah.
If it was my son going through, I'd be like, just come off social media. You don't need it. You don't need to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Just focus on your career. But ultimately, the players do have that. They've got teams of people now that run their social media for them. That kind of shows you where the game's gone now.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing, isn't it? Like you said, like, it is a dangerous game because people don't think of the actual individual, do they? When they see this kind of stuff, and
and it can sometimes become a headhunt. When the fans started going after Xhaka, that was exactly it. Yes. That came through social media as well. It's a dangerous platform. It's a phenomenal platform used correctly, but it's abused, and that's the problem, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Liverpool have just scored.
Yeah, I heard someone cheering in the background, mate.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's my other half, being a Liverpool fan. It's okay. Once I'm finished on air, I'll go and smash her face in.
You'd have to get some more mirrors as well.
Oh, we've got plenty in reserves.
Cheers, Liverpool.
Dinger for you, Jonesy.
Yeah, I know, proper stinger that is.
Thought you had me there, didn't you?
Yeah, tie it up 1-1.
Last question. What do you think is shit?
Tottenham.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Well, we have got one more segment for you, mate, before we're going to let you go.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for this. Yep. So, fire it away, Jonesy. So I'm going to let you run this one, Jonesy.
Yeah, so this week, Andy, probably no surprise, you are Cannon and Jonesy's GOAT of the week, mate.
Oh, get in.
No, me and Smuggo just wanted to recognise everything you've done, help with the streams, obviously, coming onto the shows. obviously the insight that you have within the club in your academy days and stuff like that is amazing content for us, and to get it on and show people and stuff like that. And we just wanted to thank you, mate, for being a real big supporter of us, being a big real supporter of the channel, and you are rightly inducted into the GOAT list, mate.
Oh, lads, you've actually made my week. I wasn't expecting that. My lordy.
Unfortunately, you don't win fuck all, but
Can we not get one of them clocks?
one of the clocks, a Cannon and Jonesy clock.
We'll
not your
sort
clock.
we'll sort it for
Not
you.
your
We'll
clock, the decent one.
We'll get that sorted for you, mate. We'll sort that.
We'll get you another mirror.
Yeah, do that, yeah.
No, I totally second what old Jones says. Obviously, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate, having you on over the last, I think, 18 months now.
Yeah,
is that what it is? Yeah. Wow.
Getting loads of insight. Do you know what I mean? But what I like most, mate, is that your honesty. Like,
yeah,
you'd always talk about the good, but you'd always talk about the negative as well. And everything you said is with a passion as well, and with a heart. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
You're a fan, you're a supporter, like, and that's how we kind of feed it from you as well, mate. Which is obviously great to have, but also great to get that, you know, that inside depth into certain stuff, like telling us about like things like in the changing rooms at the times, and sometimes maybe just even ground us a little bit when, like, because we can go a bit wayward where we don't really understand stuff as much as probably what you would, because you've been in that kind of environment. So we really appreciate, mate, everything you do for us, and long may it continue.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That, you know, it does genuinely mean the world. I love coming on the shows and saying my little pieces and stuff, and I can get a bit ranty at times, and I do waffle, and I do bore the arse off myself. I bore the arse off myself so much, but yeah, I love being with you guys, and I really appreciate the effort you guys put in as well. You got a message in your private chat from me. I didn't realise it didn't come through to the main one, but just says that you're legends and just keep up the amazing work. So what you guys are doing doesn't go unnoticed at all.
Cheers,
Thank you very much, mate. Just obviously a bit of input. Obviously, Jeanette saying thanks for sharing, Andy. Prudy saying big up, Andy. Give us your best goat noise.
No.
Jeff saying that's brilliant. Thanks, Andy. Craig thanking you. Yeah, it's really good as well, because I remember when we first done the show, I think we only had about a handful of kind of viewers, where now we got a lot more people, and I feel like now, like we get a lot more benefit out of it, where people can actually sit in and listen. G, obviously someone that you've been obviously worked with, saying absolute legend. George saying the same.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for this feedback,
mate. Ross, but yeah, I'm going to thank you, mate. I'm going to let you go because it is 10:05. And we'll catch up on the next North Bank Summit show.
All right. Thanks for having me on again, guys.
All right,
cheers, mate. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, that was absolutely superb, guys. I just want to say thank everyone for obviously all the nice comments in the chat, all the questions as well. That does make this show, mate. And when we got good people that are coming on, we like them to feel that they can express themselves and be able to answer the Q&As. But also you guys feel confident in doing it, and the way you're obviously doing it, and the way you're obviously thanking them after is such a nice gesture. So I just want to thank everyone, and I actually think that's one of the best segments we've done, mate, if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best on the hooks we've done. Andy's got some great insight to the club, which none of us would ever know, and you know, through the likes of the show, we can share it with you, and which is brilliant.
I am pretty gutted that Liverpool scored, to be honest. I'd have rather lost a week. On things, but hey ho! I'll tell you the one good positive thing is though that we know they're conceding goals.
Exactly.
So yeah, this continue, Jonesy. On to the next segment. We're going to hear it, and not going to hear the end of it as well. 16-year-old scored the 100th minute goal.
Yeah, I saw some guy.
Oh, that's going to be a stinger when we talk about the Desmonds, Jonesy. Like he was winning it into the 100th minute of the last game. That's an iconic moment, that is, mate. If we're being totally honest,
proper stinger, mate. Absolute stinger. But hey, you win something.
What I'm going to suggest, Jonesy, I don't know whether you'll be up for this, but I don't think we should be doing the Desmond predictions this way at this early on.
Yeah, no. I think if we just do like a We could just do a video or something like that, record it. And
Or we could do a 30-minute show, couldn't we?
yeah, just do our predictions quickly, and we can pre-record it and just put it out there.
Yeah. So we'll do something, guys, and get it out to you. But we ain't going to do the Desmonds at the moment because it is so early in the week, and obviously we there could be things going on that will change our kind of mindset and all that kind of stuff in terms of results. But anyway, we're on to our next segment. Sorry, but I've totally missed it. What is our next segment?
We are in the list of Jericho, mate.
We're in the list of Jericho.
Who's made your list this week?
Well, who's on your list this week, guys? Who is on the list? Who's going to be the winner that we're going to do the Jericho list?
I'm putting Jamie O'Hara again, mate, just because of having a dig at Eze's announcement, saying that we're very cringy for doing that announcement video.
I think Cundy should be on it as well, though, to be fair.
Yeah, to be fair, they should, both of them. Let's just put TalkSport in there as a whole. That's my one for this week.
Who am I going for this week on the Chris Jericho list? Scotty. Mike Scott. He's on the porridge list or the goat list, whatever you want to call it. The goat list, sorry.
Jesus. Someone's putting that Posh Bertie Newcastle.
Posh Bertie Newcastle. That's mate, can't be 2-0 up with that, mate. I'm looking at it both ways, mate. It's a choker, that is.
Rosie, I was good at predictions until a last-minute goal, love. So remember that.
Well, obviously you're not good enough.
Nah, really not. I can't predict a 110th minute winner by a 60th.
Because that ends up quite a big win for me in the end, didn't it?
It's ended up.
You got nothing out of it. So
yeah.
3 points. So I won by 4 points.
Won by 3 points.
How 3? I was 2 up already.
You was 2 up. You just got the correct result. You didn't get
that makes it an extra point, which makes it 3 points.
Yeah, you're 3 points up. There you go. You won it by 3 points.
Just to let you guys know, right? It is 1-1 at the moment in this year's one. I am the current champion. This is my trophy that I won, the Mark Scott trophy. Thank you very much, Mr. Scott. You're still on porridge, just mind you. Just put that there, just to know that I'm back on level peggings. Yeah. So I can watch that for the rest of the show. Do
you reckon we should include Rangers in our predictions? Because if we just go for a loss, we get a point every week.
Oh yeah, that's the fucking bite. Jamie O'Hara was on there. Jason Cundy's on there. The people who stole the Jota Fund. Actually, do you know what? There you go. That's won it this week, isn't it?
Yeah.
You absolute low life arseholes.
She sent it to me earlier in the week. I didn't have to mention it or not really, but yeah, it is disgusting what they've done.
It's disgraceful, mate. It's absolutely disgraceful, and that can be our winner of the Jericho list. Actually, no, I'm not going to put the winner of Jericho list. It needs to be worse than that. This is a fun segment. Sorry. I ain't got no words. That's disgraceful.
Catherine, he got an extra point as well for getting more goals with Gokares, and I haven't added up all the goals yet. So it might be 4 points.
So actually, right, I might have levelled it up then. I wasn't losing any. It was level.
No, you was 2 points in front.
Yeah, but but what I'm saying is if Gokares has scored the most goals,
I included that point already.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
well, I won anyway. Do you know
You've won anyway. It doesn't matter, does it? Yeah.
Smugs is back. Smuggo is back, as he always is. Laura's put her husband on there for saying Leah Williamson is going to be our flop.
Yeah.
Laura. To the other half. Yeah. I know it's not you.
You just made the list.
I was sitting there in shock on that string when he was saying that.
There you go. I need to whack that on there. What's his name?
I can't remember. I was just on a string with it.
Laura?
James. I think it was James.
James. I've got one thing to say to you, mate. You are now officially on the list. You are on the list, mate.
There we go.
Ken Barlow. Eureka Johnson. Kind of Nick ranting about Liverpool. He'll be ranting all week now.
Yeah.
Saying the false papers. George Graham with Laura. Rat Boy Fernandez. Mate, how good was it when he started with the referee when he bumped into him and he missed it?
He just looked like someone who was like, where are you bumping into? Like, I don't know what he thought he was going to do. What was he going to do? Fight him? It's crazy.
Scotty saying Laura's on list for having Spurs Plasma at FPL.
Oh, geez. That's not a good thing.
Wow.
Laura.
You just made the list!
Mate, that's the first husband and wife on the list.
The first husband and wife to make the list within seconds. Laura and James are both on the list.
Poor James.
Here he is.
He stands by
He's
his reason.
apologising, but he stands by the reasoning. Are you happy, though, James, that Laura's now on the list?
I think he's bitter that England won the Euros, if you ask me. No,
Anyway, who's your winner? Who's going on that list?
I'm going to put winner. Put on old Rat Boy Fernandez.
We're in for another right back. Rat Boy Fernandez. So,
Yeah.
actually, who come up with Rat Boy Fernandez?
I don't know who it was. I just
Let me have a look.
Someone put Rat Boy Fernandez and I liked it.
He deserves it as it goes for like doing that to the ref.
It does.
Bruno the Rat Boy. George Sullivan.
There you go.
To George Sullivan, you are the winner of this week's Chris Jericho. You win. Absolute fuck all. But a pat on the back. And to Bruno the Rat Fernandez, you didn't just miss a penalty. You just made the list!
That's the most played video.
There you go. You're on the list, Bruno. Get on there.
Love it.
Anyway, onwards and upwards. This moves to our next segment.
We've got another cap of the week.
Oh. Two caps in a week, sir.
Two indeed. Like bosses, come along to us.
Yeah. Do you want to take charge of this one?
Yeah, I'll go for it, mate. Yeah, so this guy we're popping in because you know what? In June there was people saying, "What's he doing? He don't know what's going on at the club." I even saw get Edu back. It's this guy, mate. The business this guy has done to bring in players, not just bring them in, but let's put it right, hijack players off of scumbags down the road has been amazing. Like, I want the apologies to be as loud as the hate. That's what I want, because there was some serious hate in June when that transfer window first opened that this guy wasn't doing anything. And it was crazy, because look what he's done now. I know we need to still sell players, and that's still what we can do. But to bring in what he's done without selling, it's been phenomenal, mate.
Mate, yeah, as I said, mate, there was a lot of reactionary back in June. It was quite apparent that he weren't going to come in here and not buy a strike. It was quite apparent he was going to come here and do the business. I just think a lot of people lost their heads, rightly or wrongly. I think wrongly. This guy should not have been questioned until September.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anyone, anywhere, that's going to be questioning him now.
No.
Like, let's be honest, guys. Big Berta has turned up. He's turned up. He's flexed these muscles, and look what he's got in. And there is a few of you out there, right? There was a certain person. I ain't going to say names, but there was a certain person having the audacity to give him an ultimatum to get out of the club if he don't do the business by September.
It was.
Like, where do you guys get off from? I got to ask you, where do you guys actually get off from? Do you know what I mean? Like, this guy is the cream of the cream. Like, what he's done is not been seen ever before within this club. Do you know what I mean? And he's getting business over the line and done.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me, that these kind of moves and the way he's done it has not been well planned. He's done everything for a reason. And at the moment, what I can see, everything's pulled off. Now, it did take a little bit slow to kick into gear. But let's be honest, right? He was all crying that Eze didn't get signed before Madueke. But I bet none of you said that now after that reveal on Saturday.
Yeah.
I bet none of you had a better day than you did on Saturday when that reveal got kicked in.
Absolutely.
The buzz that had around that stadium was absolutely insane.
Mm.
And I think a few of you need to get off this little pedestal that you think you're on and just start backing the club now, because actually, do you know what, right? I've been one of the biggest critics of the Cronkers over the last 10 to 11 years. And do I agree with a lot they've done? Absolutely not.
No.
But actually, they finally got, in my eyes, the right man in charge. But actually, they have coughed up the money.
Yeah.
And Mikel Arteta, if I'm being honest with you, needs to go and win a trophy now. He needs to go the next step. He needs to win something big.
Yeah.
We're not saying that, but he's got the players in every position now to do that.
Yeah.
And all I've got to say to you guys is, 2 words. Don Berta.
There's Don. Congratulations. And he is, our second cap of the week, mate. Rightly so as well. Rightly so as well. Right. New segment time.
Well, before I do go into the Twitter gods and give you a reason why I've done this, I'm just going to go into some of the stuff. I can see BX talking about something. Hold up with that, mate. I ain't going into that right yet. Luke Bartwick saying Don Berta. G saying he uses smug there. He's got every right to be not smug. Andy Myatt said cooking next level. Prudy saying Big Bad Berta is fucking cooking. Absolutely. Jeff Danes, our giveaway winner this week, saying Hal Berta. G saying Don Berta. Ross saying he ain't cooking, he's running the whole damn restaurant. But yeah.
Excellent, man.
Posh Bertie, we have a striker, we have Eze, and we have Don Berta. There can be no excuses for Arteta this season. Absolutely agree, as I've said. Just said, funnily enough, I do agree. He has to go the next step this year with his squad. But yeah, it's cooking. It's cooking, and the squad's cooking. And I'm actually going on Sunday. Right. I shouldn't say this, but we've lost Saka, and I'm not worried. And that's saying something. That's saying something.
Yeah. No, I'm exactly the same. Like the squad we got at the moment, we've got cover, and we've got good cover. That's where it is now. We've got good cover in all these positions. Obviously, if we add to what we're adding, but yeah, I'm like, if we get an injury now, like Odegaard or Saka, I'm all right with it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas before, cheers. Whereas before, you was thinking to yourself, who's going to play at right mid or who's going to switch into right mid, and someone goes right back. You had to move certain positions. But no, I'm confident now with the squad we got, the group of players that going into Sunday. I'm not going to say we're going to piss it because it's Liverpool, it's Anfield, but I'm confident that without Saka, we can still do something now. Yeah,
absolutely. Totally agree. Right. We're going to go into this new segment. So, what we're going to do each week, guys, we focus on the negative, but what we actually want to do, we've decided we want to focus on the legends now because we think that probably should be more the people we concentrate on is the absolute legends. Now, if you're not on the list, guys, it doesn't say that you're not going to be on the list. Yeah. Don't want on this stuff. I want on the list this week because you know what? We have to split it. We have to split it week on week. So we've decided 5 people this week. We've had a chat me and Jonezy about this. So the first person we're going to recognise is this guy.
It's Detroit
Gooner. Now, if you know Ryan, Detroit Gooner, absolute legendary account on X. Guy comes over from Detroit. Massive Arsenal fan. When he's over, he always pops in, say hello, and comes into us. Even bigger still, he's going to be part of our FPL Cup tournament league, where he's going to be a sponsored name within a tournament or one of the cups in the FPL. And for us, he's an absolute legend who always supports us, always shares our content, and is generally an absolute great guy.
He is, mate. He is absolutely. If you get the chance to meet him when he comes over, he brings scarves for my kids. He's brought a scarf for my missus. He's an absolute gentleman of a geezer, obviously, and he's got some amazing stuff that he's willing to give for this FPL stuff. He's sign boots, sign pictures. Just a top guy, mate. Honestly, he is one of the best to know.
Our second person
is this guy. I
Mr. Gunner Nick.
Proper picture of him.
I do love the Eze picture, by the way. I do love the Yeah, look, absolutely cracks me up to be on the show. Absolutely cracks me up, this guy. When I first come back off Twitter, I've kind of bonded a good relationship with him. I think he's been a brilliant person to gather around in terms of the support he gives, in terms of the banter he gives. I think within the groups, he's really, really solid. And he's just an absolute overall great guy, honestly. Yeah. You can have a talk to him one-on-one. He's messaged me a few times. and he does a lot that people don't see. He does a lot that we don't see around the groups and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I just want to say thank you, mate. But also, yet again, the support he gives in terms of the channel is like second to none.
Yeah, absolutely, totally agree. It's been great to get to know Nick last few months, and that, like yourself, spoke to him not just in the group but one-on-one. You can have a good chat with him. He's always there for you as well, like whenever you need. But that's what I mean. It's creating this great group of people that we've got around us, which is brilliant.
Next person.
Yep. Margaret.
This is my unsung hero one, if I'm being totally honest with you, sir, is Margaret. Everything you'd put out, she will quote tweet it with the biggest support that you've got.
Yeah.
And she will push us all the way every single time, whether it's the FPL, whether it's the shows, or whether it's anything we need, she's always there. 100%. And I don't think she gets recognised of it enough as she should do.
No, absolutely not. Again, she's willing to share, help you out. Always, like, asking as well, like, do you need any help with anything? Just another great person to know. Like I say, there's a lot of bad eggs on Twitter, but for every bad egg, I would say there's 2 good eggs. And you know what? And we're lucky to have them around us.
Next person
is the one and only Georgia boy.
Mr. O'Sullivan himself. This bloke cracks me up, by the way. And I'll tell you why he cracks me up, right? Because I always remember the first time I met him. I was in the Tollerton.
Yeah.
And we went to the bar, and we didn't really know each other, but like just straight away got talking and all that, and absolutely just kind of clicked and all that. And then he just started like coming to all the match days and all that. And I've got to be honest with you, from a perspective of what he does week in, week out, in terms of the disability he has, I have the most respect for him.
Yeah.
Like, he travels to cricket games, he goes to all his football games, he goes to the women games. Nothing ever beats him down. He'll have some bad days, but when he has a bad day, he reaches out. To be fair to him, he'll speak to me and Jonezy. Yeah. We'll know when he's not having a good day anyway. There can be a few times where you might have to just kind of calm George down a little bit, but actually, on a level and overall, the geezer's an absolute legend. And the way he's taken that women's game and everything he does within that and made that community is just second to none. And I'm going to be totally honest with you. If I was him, I'm not sure I could do what he does.
No. And
that's the biggest testament I can give to him.
No. For a guy who obviously has the challenges he has, he doesn't let that stop him. We always make that joke, us three, about breaking barriers. And this guy really does. Like, I had the pleasure of being with him at football on Saturday, sitting with him. And he's there living it every moment. You wouldn't even know that he's got a visual impairment. He's living and breathing it. He broke his cane. I would give him that. But he's an absolute diamond of a guy. Like, he can do... There isn't nothing you ask him that he ain't willing to do for you. Like, with generally, if you need help or, you need some advice, there's absolutely anything. And, he's even doing his own podcast now with his women's stuff, who I had the pleasure of going on just before this show. It's amazing what he's doing there. It absolutely is. Like, for someone who says, if you see someone who's visually impaired, I can't do that, I'll just say, no, you can, because I know a person who does, and his name is George Sullivan. Simple as that.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Absolutely incredible guy. And you know what? He's one of the guys I'm pleased to say is one of my best mates. You know what I mean? He really is a top guy.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Laura's just wrapped up well that a legend in our community wouldn't be the same without him.
No, absolutely not. The women's game is part of him now, and he is part of the women's game. They go hand in hand.
Now the fifth one.
Last but not least is old Mr. 90 himself. I had to get a proper picture. But yeah, no, Craig's done some amazing things since joining us on the channel. He has his own little hub as well. But yeah, he's going to be joining me back on the wrestling shows. Another guy who gives you full support. Happy to take the creative responsibility off me as well. Like, if he wants to design some pictures, he will do that. And then also another guy like who's got a mental health check-in sort of WhatsApp group. Like, if you're having a bad day and stuff like that, you can have a chat with him in there. There's other guys in there as well. And it's a safe space for men, a safe space for women. It's inclusive. But yeah, and another guy who literally had the pleasure of meeting over these last 16 months. Yeah, and looking forward to things that we've got coming up in the future. And he's got some bits of bobs going on with you as well, Liam, with your brother and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, these people that we've got around us are absolutely amazing.
No, yeah, absolutely incredible. And he's another one, like when anything's put out, shared out, he will be on it. But also he's very good at, in terms, like you said, he can create stuff, he can delegate stuff. He's pretty much got his own community, which he leads from the front on, which he's done for quite a while now. Which, if you don't know, have a chat with him. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to kind of include you.
Yeah.
But yeah, an all-round great guy as well. Who's been through quite a bit over the last couple of years as well. So, I just felt that these 5 people obviously deserve massive recognition. The best bit about this, guys, is that I've already got my next 5 for next week already. Yeah. Right. And this is the piece now, right, where actually we don't focus on the negative, we focus on the positive. I've had enough of focusing on negative people. Like, it's not about focusing on them anymore. And that's why last week Mr. Hahn went out the window. And I want to focus on the good that happens within our community, but also the positive. And I can assure you guys, over these next few weeks, a lot of you are going to be getting pulled up on this, whether you like it or not, because we want to recognise you. We want to recognise you guys for what you do for us as well. And that's important for us. And it's important for the show. And it's important for the community as well. So, yeah. Look, I'm looking forward to next week already. I've got 5 absolute crackers.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was so pleased when you said, like, we should do something like this. Like yourself, fed up of focusing on the negative arseholes, because there's a lot of them. But, yeah, let's highlight the good ones instead. And love
always
it.
Always concentrate on the good eggs.
Absolutely.
They taste better as well.
They do indeed.
Anyway, let's move on to our rants. I think this might be a cracker jacker this week.
It might be indeed. Who's first?
You, but I just want to say good evening to Martin himself. Obviously, our sponsor of the show, Classic Football Clocks. Good evening, mate. He's just saying stay positive, legends. We just want to give you a massive round of applause, Martin, for everything you do for us. So 5 seconds to Martin. Absolutely deserves it. And if you're not following him, I don't understand why you're not following. Following him now on Class Footy Clocks on X. Does some absolutely incredible stuff. And yeah.
Excellent. Right. So I'm going to go first. And I've done a smugger. I've written a statement. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Let me clear my throat because this is a good one. Right. Liverpool fans, honest to God, you lot need to shut the fuck up sometimes. Every time another club dares to sing a song that you already nicked from somewhere else, you act like you've written the fucking thing yourself and Mozart's ghost handed it down to you personally. Just stop moaning. Football songs ain't sacred scriptures, they're terrorist chants. No one gives a shit if some club down south adapts a tune you've been howling off-key for years. And the sheer goal to call Arsenal fans cringy for doing the Gorkarez celebration, mate, other clubs are out here doing the Ronaldo Sue or the Gritty. And Tony, I'm looking at you on pro clubs. Liverpool supporters always want to suck the life out of everything, like a sex worker who's forgotten it's supposed to be fun and not transactional. You mention Liverpool and X and bang, you lot come crawling out the woodwork like balls on someone's arse, festering, multiplying and impossible to ignore. And don't act like you're above cringe either. Hashtag free Isaac. That isn't a movement. That's embarrassing. You should be hashtag get a job. Absolute losers, turning a footballer's bench line into some weird moral crusade. Closing statement. You want to talk about who's cringy? Maybe take a look in the mirror first, because your fan base has been responsible for some of the most self-important, sanctimonious, utterly delusional behaviour in football. Not every club that sings your songs or copies the celebrations is stealing your identity. Newsflash, you didn't invent football culture.
Oh, you haven't held back on that one, have you, sir?
I'm sick of Scousers. I'm sick of them.
There's no point me having a rant now, is there, really? I should have gone first, really, shouldn't I? Well, I think a lot of people in the house are like, unbelievable.
I've dropped a CM.
Nectar, big old Jonezy there. Rosie, let me clear my throat.
Yeah.
Andrew Jonesy, dead on. Gunner Nick Jones. goat of the week.
It needed to be said. I'm
Jeff
sick of it.
Danes, go Jonesy.
It needed to be said.
Catherine Smuggo is speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. G sensational. Look, I know he lost the bloody predictions this week.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, come off the fence a little bit, as she said.
Nah, I'll stay on it.
Jurgen and his fist pumps. I ain't even prepared nothing this week, guys. I've got to go off the cuff.
You got to do it off
Gun
the
and
top.
Nick. Round of applause. Closing statement. Jeanette, yes, Jonesy. Oh, you are. You must go Prime Minister style now, mate. After
That's
that,
it, mate. You should hear my Prime Minister speech.
Jeff Danes, Jonesy, Giovanni, Jonesy, Ross White, Jonesy.
2 bombers.
What's your thoughts on that, sir?
I love it. Thanks for all the love, guys. But it needed to be said at the end of the day.
And what I've got to ask you the question, yeah, right? What made you come? What was the trigger point?
It was just seeing the people, the likes of like Tara, who's an absolute diamond, get some hate from Liverpool fans. People putting up celebrations from the weekend of doing Gorkarez. Al the Gooner, who's a great fan of the show and obviously done our intro, getting hate for doing songs. Liverpool didn't invent any of this. They've nicked it just as much as every other fan nicks it. And I'm just sick of them. They think they are the football hierarchy of everyone.
That can go away now, I think.
Yeah, get me a trophy.
Oh, you'd have won it this week, mate. I'm going to go feebly in, guys. This is going to be smug on the floor time, isn't it? trying to lift up, like trying to lift up something I can't lift up, basically. It's me trying to pick up an elephant right now. But I've got to be honest with you, yeah, right? I'm not. I would like to say I'm angry, but I'm not actually angry. I'm just really, really disappointed. I think this weekend has shown me a different light in terms of people.
Yeah.
In terms of how they perceive, how they think they can discuss, but also how people think that they can just maybe just say stuff for just saying stuff and thinking that it has no consequences.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel this weekend's been a right opener, and it even leads up to today. Now, I'm going to put one thing very clear to you guys and to everyone here, right? Everything that we do on here, and everything that we do on our community, everything that we do on X, everything we do on match day, and everything that we do around the build up to it is nothing about us as individuals.
No.
Yeah, right? It's nothing about the individual. It's about the group. Yeah. Everything is about the group. Now, I've heard certain stuff this week and really disappoints me. And I think people are perceiving it wrongly, if I'm being totally honest. Yeah. Even to the point I felt, do I need to change my name on Twitter? Which, to be honest, a lot of people have said to me, no, that's not what you need to do.
No.
That is not what you need to do. But I feel like I'm having to come out here and justify myself for trying to do something that I enjoy doing. And let's be honest, first of all, I enjoy doing it. If I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't do it.
No,
okay.
Exactly.
I enjoy everything I do across my social media platform, across my football, and across just everything that I do in terms of my shows and everything. And I just feel that at the moment, there's a lot of jealousy, if I'm being totally honest with you, sir. I think there's a lot of jealousy. I think there's a lot of people envious. And I was pretty disappointed today, and I'll use the word disappointed, that I received a message around 5:30 this afternoon, where someone was slandering this channel. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I said I weren't going to say nothing about it, but I feel I do need to defend the channel.
Yeah.
And I think I need to defend myself, and I think I need to defend Jonesy, because I don't know the person. I've never heard the person before today. Now, there's an indirect mention about me, because actually the North London Forever song that gets played on here was a video that was taken of me in a pub that gets played on here.
Yeah.
If you got an issue of me singing the North London Forever song, that's not on me. That's on you. That ain't on me. That is on you.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got anything to say to myself, to Jonesy, to Ryan, do it directly to us. Yeah? It's disappointing. And that's all I say, disappointing. And I don't, if I believed that this channel was a channel that I didn't think shared the right beliefs, shared the right values, shared the right equality, I wouldn't be on this channel.
Same.
And actually, I look at this channel, I look at the viewers, I look at what we achieve week on week,
Mm-hmm.
the content we do, and I think we do it really well.
Yeah.
But it's not just myself and Jonesy, Ryan, and the rest of the team that do that. It's everyone. It's the whole community.
Yeah.
The amount of guys that come on, the amount of people that will work in the background that who promote our stuff out. Apparently, we're only here for clicks. But you know what? Maybe we are here for a little bit of click from time to time. Of course we are. We want more people on board.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we? But we want the right people on the board. We want the right people who share our values and share our beliefs. And look, if you're not the right person and you don't share our values and share our beliefs, there's one simple question, one simple answer to this. Get the fuck out of our stream.
Exactly. You
Get
don't
the
have to
fuck
watch
out
it.
of our stream.
Exactly.
Because do you know what? Yeah, right. There's no point in you being disappointed. There's no point in us being disappointed because I ain't going to go into people's streams that I don't want to be in. Why would I do that? Why would I live my life like that?
No, exactly.
But if someone's got something directly to say to me, do you know what? You can message me, you can DM me on X.
Yeah.
You can ask my phone number. I'll even give you my address. And that's all I've got to say, sir. That's all I've got to say. I am very, very disappointed today. Very, very disappointed that actually what I've heard today, I totally disagree with, right? And if the person wants to have a conversation with me, they can have a conversation with me. More than happy to have a conversation because I don't know the person.
Yeah.
But when you're indirectly commenting about a North London Forever song, which is played with only me singing in it, then I have got a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's lies as well. Like, obviously, there's been fabricated things that we are supposed to have done and stuff like that or said. And there is no actual proof. There's nothing because there isn't. It didn't happen. So
I want to say I'm not defending myself. I'm defending the channel here.
Yeah, the channel.
This moment of time, I'm defending the channel. I'm not defending myself. I'm not defending you because actually I don't think we need to be defended.
No.
Absolutely no way do we need to be defended. I'm defending the channel.
Yeah.
Like this channel's been built up from scratch. This channel's got over 3.5 thousand viewers. This channel performs week on week, has so many shows on it, so many different kind of shows, so many good people, so many incredible people. Gary, do you know what I mean? Ryan, Catherine.
You
know what I mean? The list goes on. Yeah. All the people in the background, the Nicks, the Jeffs, the Joes, the Prudies, everyone in the world. There's so many good people. And when someone slates the channel, they're not just slating the channel. They're not just slating me. They're slating our community. And I can't accept that. I'm sorry. I cannot accept that. And I won't stay quiet with it because it's not acceptable.
Yeah, absolutely agree, mate. Everything you said, absolutely agree. Spot on. Yeah, it's like, it's just crazy, man. It honestly is. Like, we do this for a laugh and stuff like that. You know, I love to say to you, we sit here and, you know, we're living the life, but we're doing this as fun. That's all it is to us. It's fun. And having you guys in here and interacting with us and enjoying the segments and everything like that, it is what we love doing. I just feel anybody who comes for any of us in this community, we're all going to have each other's back and we're all going to defend it. But no, everything you said there, mate, absolutely spot on. And I was disappointed more than anybody this weekend as well. With things I had seen and things I heard, because I've got to know you personally, mate. And I know the boys, I know Sarah, I've been to your house. I know you as a person, you know, and if people think what you put online and elsewhere is you, then they're fucking idiots. Because at the end of the day, you are probably one of the top geezers I've ever known. And when I first met you, I was in a dark place. And if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for G, if it wasn't for George, I'm not going to say anything else, but let's just say I'm glad I met you at the time I did.
No, thank you. But as I said, mate, this ain't about me, mate. This is about defending the channel tonight.
Yeah.
This is about defending the channel, right? In terms of the community that's around this channel.
Yeah.
and I felt like, I know I said at first, I think we should just ignore it. And I'm not aiming names or anything like that, because I'm not like that. And I don't want an issue. Like the way I feel about today, right? An issue's been brought on us. Like we're minding our own business, doing what we're doing. Do you know what I mean? And it's disappointing, mate, because I get that message at R5 and I'm just about to have dinner with my boys, and I'm just like, I can't believe I'm dealing with this. But if you have an issue, just go into a DM, mate, and then say to me, let's talk about it like normal people. Yeah. And I'll be more than happy to. And do you know what? You might say something that we pretty much justified. Yeah. Not sure I agree you will, but it might be. I don't know. But do you know what I mean? There's better ways than being angry with life and expressing it in the wrong way. And I think when you express stuff and say stuff, you need to be able to kind of back that up and have the evidence, but also think of what those words might mean. Yeah,
absolutely.
But on another note, guys, absolutely love you. I love you all, mate. And obviously the support we've had this weekend and coming out of this is absolutely brilliant. But sorry to take a segment longer than what it should have done, but I felt it just needed to be said.
Yeah, it needed to. It needed to be said. Right, let's crack on as we do.
Thanks, guys, for your message. I'm not going to put them up and all that, so I don't think it'd be right to. But we are reading them. We have seen them, and I can understand that you are quite disappointed. Anyway, just go on to some more enjoyable stuff now. Obviously, we got our third of our quarterfinals of our football baddies. So, like just last week, there was an incredible clash between Leah Williamson and Chloe Kelly, which Leah come out on top. Obviously disappointed Nick, but this week's one, this will be a cracker, won't it?
Yeah, it will indeed. I don't know. Is there anything else to say? Should I just pop the first one up?
Yeah, just pop them up.
There we go.
So there's your first one, Chloe Williams from Blackburn.
Blackburn. Wow.
So I've just got to sneak off.
Yeah, guys, just bear with us.
Anyway. Yeah, so there's Chloe Williams, the first one.
There's number one, and number two is Alessia
Russo.
I think I know who's going to win this.
Yeah, I think I know who'll win. To be on the show, I think. Just to let you know, Ryan, the surprise is not this week. It's holding up a little bit. It will be with you very soon, though.
They are two different people.
It's good that your mind's thinking now.
Catherine, they are two different people this week.
I'm expecting a pay rise after my speech as well.
So who's winning? One or two, guys? You know what to do. So
two. G's gone two. The bias is going to shone through here. Yeah, poor old Chloe. Probably would win most segments, wouldn't she?
She's come up against strong competition here.
She's come up against a strong competition. Oh, Rosie's gone one.
Oh. Got to be Russo, Alessia, yeah. I think it's just Rosie so far.
Yeah, and he's gone one as well. So there's two. Yeah, George said end the stream. I think we should end it right there. Alessia Russo is our winner this week.
End the stream, blood.
You are in the semi-finals.
Cheers.
Yeah, well, we don't know who you'll be up against yet.
Not yet.
Because obviously the first two will be in the semi-finals, and then whoever you face. And the next week's one will be your quarter semi-final. So, there you go. That's our football baddies of the week.
And all we've got to say about that is... Damn. There we go. Right, last couple of segments.
I'll tell you what, it's quite interesting. Look,
good.
Chloe, everyone's admitting it. Chloe would have won, but Russo is just too beautiful.
Yeah.
Anthony putting all the ones in. She did get about 4 votes in the end, to be fair. Oh, no, Nick's come in. She's got a 5th vote. I don't think you're nowhere near, guys. I think it's about 10-5 or 11-5 at the moment.
Yeah, there's no comment.
Yeah, I do think that the Arsenal bias is in this one, to be fair. Poor old Chloe.
Interesting as we get into the latter stages, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Anyway.
Segments.
So I'm going to acknowledge 2 people this week, aren't I?
Yep.
The first one I'm going to acknowledge. I won't do the main one.
Okay.
Do you want to have a bit of a discussion about it?
I ain't got the picture of the second one, to be fair.
No?
No, I've only got the first one.
Well, let's do the first one first. Anyway, we'll do the first one first.
Right, okay. So is this guy?
Oh, I'm going to acknowledge him this week. Yeah, right. It's
Go
the
on.
first time I've seen him live, mate, and that 25-minute cameo performance was just electric. Generally, it wasn't even electric when he had the ball. It was electric when he didn't have the ball because everyone was just thinking, get the ball to him, get the ball to him.
Yeah.
And it must be awful for a fullback, right? You play 60, 70 minutes against Saka and Madueke, and then you've got this kid coming on who's just going to absolutely destroy you for the last 20 minutes.
Mate, that's the first time as well I've seen him live. And obviously, first of all, you're thinking, he's 15 years old. Like, what was you doing at 15 years old on a Saturday evening? Do you know, I wasn't playing for the Arsenal. His shorts, poor kid, looked massive on him. But no, whatever. You know what he reminded me of, mate? He was that stature. He reminded me of Santi Cazorla. He was like in that size and stature, and the way he could move the ball with the quickness of his feet. At 15 years old, not afraid to take on, a Premier League left back in Goodmanson. Like, the confidence the boy had on there was just like, it's crazy. Like, I just personally, I can't get over the fact he's 15. He's literally doing things at 15 that I could only wish of doing at 15.
It's absolutely crazy, mate. It's absolutely crazy what he's doing. And
it's ludicrous.
You know what? Yeah, right. You'd bring him on every 15 minutes ago, wouldn't you? Just to destroy a fullback.
Yeah.
Like, no fullback wants him coming on, mate. Like, his feet are so quick as well. It's unbelievable. Like, there's nothing I can say, really. I'm just like, wow.
That's crazy. No,
right. The second person, Harry Seymour.
Yes, I think that's it.
I'm going to acknowledge him this week. Because you know what? He did roll me up, mate, in June. And I did lynch into him a little bit. Because of obviously his comments at the time, which I disagreed with. But to be fair play to the guy and to the gentleman, what I always say with people, is, do you know what? Own up to it sometimes and just admit that you might have got it wrong. It's not always easy to admit it. But you know what? I sent him a message today and I said to him, because he obviously was talking about the new signing and all that, and I was like, do you think that the overreaction was a bit much back in June?
Yeah.
And he totally agreed, sir, and said, yeah, he agreed.
That's good. Like, to be honest, when you get someone who can acknowledge that obviously they've made a genuine mistake and recognise it, then fair play to him. Absolutely fair play to him.
And look, he's passionate about the club. We know he's passionate about the club. He's got a really good job role as well. And he's doing unbelievable things and incredible things, which is good to see. And I think he's just had one of them moments where a lot of people have and just been sidetracked. And obviously, it's the frustrations probably over the kind of years in terms of certain stuff and all that and what we've seen. And I do totally get that, to be honest. I do totally get that. And I'm glad that, obviously, firstly, he's been proven wrong because obviously it makes our transfer window so much better now in terms of it. But he's been able to say, I was wrong, but and held his hands up, and I'm sure he's absolutely delighted now with the business we've done, like we all are. And I'm gonna give a 5-second round of applause, sir.
Yeah.
Just waiting for Connor's one now.
So that's great. So Max and Harry, we acknowledge you, and so does Roman.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think it just shows, though, don't it, that obviously we're not here to just like obviously crucify people. Like we want to notice people for all the good things they do as well, aren't we?
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's what's good. Like when you got someone as well, like he's humble like him, and he can also acknowledge his mistake, and obviously and say, yeah, look, you know what, boys, I got it wrong. Hands up, move on as a club, and that's it. Perfect. That's what you want. Where some of them are stubborn and they just won't back off. No names mentioned.
Yeah, but you know what? We all get it wrong at times. I'm sure I got it wrong more than a few times. You know what I mean? So
no, I'm talking about the ones that are vile and toxic.
I know.
Stand by their stubbornness.
I know. Yeah. You know me. I don't like to give him the recognition.
Absolutely, me neither. Right.
Anyway, right. So we're not gonna do the Desmonds this week.
Nope.
Because actually we'll do something at the end of the week. So we'll go into the last segment.
Yep.
Right, so the Rosie MVP stream award, we agreed last week, me and Jonezy, that I think we'll do one each week now.
That's correct. We will do.
So I'm going to go to you first. Who are you going to give it to this week?
I'm going to give it to our giveaway winner, Jeff Danes, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to him this week. Great, obviously, interaction in the chat. There he is. There you go. Scousers, you mean? It pops up as soon as I mention him. And there you go. But yeah, no, Jeff's my MVP of this week.
Excellent. I've got a couple.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it to Ross.
Oh,
Ross. I think Ross is another one who is one of the unsung heroes. Always in the chats, always doing stuff behind the scene. And I enjoy all the comments he makes at times as well. And he does make me laugh with things as well. He really does make me laugh with things. And yeah, I think he's an absolute top guy. So do you know what, Ross? You're gonna get my MVP award for this week, mate. Keep up the good work.
Congratulations, guys. Well done, both of you.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this week, guys. I hope you really enjoyed the content. I think it's been an absolute fabulous show yet again. Like when you look at the last two streams, we've been able to attract Al Guna on, who's given us good content around obviously his music and what he's done for us.
Yeah.
And then you look at today, obviously we got someone like Andy Mockler on, who I think is an unbelievable guy with so much experience in terms of understanding the game and all that, but also the content that it gives us week in, week out. I thought it was an absolute superb show today with obviously the interaction with him. So really happy with it. And do you know what? The fucking pipe on tonight as well. Old Kirky will be joining. I think we forgot about it now. Laura Kirk will join on the hook at some point. Maybe we get on for a couple of segments as well. That'd be quite interesting.
Yeah, she's looking forward to it. She said spoke to her obviously during the show. She was just saying, yeah, she'll be on for On the Hook, maybe a couple of other segments as well. But yeah, I've just got to let her know. She's going to let me know what Thursday she's free. But yeah,
brilliant. So there's so much stuff going on behind the scenes, guys. We are trying to obviously make it more entertaining and get people on, get really good people on. And obviously, as I said, when we do get these people on, do not be worried about obviously questions. As long as the questions are suitable, then I'll put them up. Do you know what I mean? If they're not suitable, then I'll just get you booted out. But I know that's not going to be the case. So thank you very much. We will do our best to get some more really good people on, and I'm really excited about this season already. To be able to attract the people we're attracting already is showing a good direction for us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's only, like you say, match day 2, and already we've done some good stuff, and that's what we say. We just want to build on it and make it better and bigger for you guys. Definitely.
So that's the start of the week done. Unfortunately, obviously, the Smuggo's travelling to Wales tomorrow, so he'll be there for the rest of the week. I will be trying to get a North Bank Summit show set up, but I'm not sure when yet. So that will go out over the next couple of days. There will definitely be a pre-match Liverpool show. I've got a few special guests potentially for the post-match Liverpool show in terms of new people, which I'm really looking forward to getting involved in the show. So great. Smuggo's behind the scene, been working on that as well, which is good. Canon Jonezy will be back next Thursday with another fun-filled banter show. And guys, that just leaves me to say 5-0, easy pickings. We're going to do it this year. I'm sure of it. Up the Arsenal. Easy as a good night. Cheerio, 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 cheerio.